This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Geek Speak, the definitive 365 cut. These are the meaningless ramblings of a Scottish redone whore and a pissy ex-video store clerk. Their ongoing mission is to set right the movie wrongs. They're gonna need a bigger podcast.
What? Just you were doing this with your arm and like going.
No, I was looking to see what episode number we were on.
Alright, okay.
Hello everybody and welcome to episode 128 apparently. Yeah?
Yeah, why not?
We're back.
We are back.
It's been about 3 months. Been about 33 days, 3 weeks and 3 months and a third.
Exactly.
Yeah, gotta get the turds in there.
Mm-hmm.
So 128, how are you, Chris? First of all, I am the pissy ex video store clerk Kev, and you are?
I am the Scottish reading whore.
Yes,
Chris.
you're finally here. You weren't here on the last episode. What happened?
You didn't invite me.
I was selfish.
Yeah.
I'll grant you that one. I did say in my intro that I was being very selfish on that episode.
I've listened to it.
But you probably would never listen to it. Why would you listen to any episode that we've ever put out? Or do you listen to all the ones that you're on?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Well, I don't listen to the ones that you do by yourself, so there you go.
Pissy.
Up yours. We are the 365 Flicks podcast, your one and only favouriteest, bestest, if Carlsberg did podcasts, best podcast entertainment out there. We are the 365 Flicks.
That's a hell of a t-shirt.
That's a good t-shirt.
Bit
Yeah.
wordy.
Well, I'm sure we could, what do they call it? Paraphrase it to like the best ever.
Goat.
Goat. Oh, hashtag goat. No? No?
Never
You
that.
still not having it?
Never that.
So yeah, we're the 365 Flicks podcast. We are back. We are back for episode 128. This is a regular schmegular, and we have probably not that much of a jam-packed
It's
episode.
fine. Although, speaking of hashtags, right?
Oh, hashtags.
Did you see the thing on the Facebooks of the famous photo of the American soldier returning from war? I think it was Victory in Japan Day, and he's kissing the woman.
It's not that famous. I don't know of it.
Well, you don't know anything.
Well, yeah, if it's Warsy, I don't know.
No.
Yeah, unless it's Star
But
Wars.
It's quite famous, and there's a statue of it.
Is it well famous? And there's a statue. Where's the statue?
I don't know.
Is it in Ho Chi Minh?
Somewhere around. No, it's not.
I don't know.
Because that was Vietnam, wasn't it?
Was
No,
that
it China?
Vietnam?
Was it China?
China.
I thought it was Vietnam. Bygones.
It's going to be huge.
Ho Chi Minh Square.
No, you're thinking of Tiananmen Square with the tank and the guy that kissed the tank nozzle. That's what he did, didn't
Is
he?
that fucking Wizard of Oz?
No, that's Tiananmen Square.
Anyway.
That was the Oompa Loompas. I mean, Chinese people are like the height of Oompa Loompas, so it's easy to get confused. Hashtag kissy statue.
Some bastards have written hashtag me too on the wound.
Oh, why?
Because bastards.
Why? Because she's being kissed. Is it because it looks like he's leading into the kiss, whereas it should be a fair, equal, diverse kiss?
Let's face it. It was 1945.
Yeah.
And they just won the war.
Yeah.
And the lad, bless him, returned from war alive and that. And so she was probably fucking frothing at the gash anyway.
Probably, aye. Definitely.
Fucking hashtag me too. Fuck you.
Our
Who
heart-
the fuck do you think you
Our
are?
heart would have been like, what?
Exactly. And not only our heart.
How accurate is this 1945 statue of a woman being kissed by a soldier? Does she have an apron on?
No, but she is holding a tray of cookies.
There you go. It's
And,
accurate as balls.
A rolling pin in the other hand. So,
And does she have a couple of Tweety birds on her shoulders? No?
I think they fell off.
Ah, no. So yeah, that was an interesting segue.
It just annoyed me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of things are annoying me with the internet right now.
Yeah.
Have you seen this thing with this Momo thing? like the Momo challenge.
Oh, what the shit is that?
Oh, this is actually like this is like. I mean, I read something today that apparently it's just like a massive hoax. But this, I'll show you a picture in a little bit. There's like this. I got told that there was these videos on YouTube and on WhatsApp and all these different things that these kids are watching, and it'll be like a normal thing, and then this thing called Momo comes on, and it's like a scary looking woman, and it is quite freaky.
Oh, with the smile, the smile. Oh, yeah. I've seen like a.
And it's like telling the kids to go and do something really naughty, but don't tell your mum because Momo will kill you.
Oh dear.
And there was like all these things about how in Hungary and Argentina and stuff like that, kids had actually killed themselves through watching these videos.
Oh, don't be so fucking stupid.
That turned out to be a dose of bollocks. I read something today that like that nobody's actually seen a video of this anyway, so it could all be bollocks. But me being a fantastic parent that I clearly am, I got told about this at work and came home and all that and asked Ruby. I was like, have you heard about this Momo? What's Momo? Like, because I didn't really know fully what it was, so I thought, ask the one person who will know, my 11-year-old daughter. So she went off and she Googled it. Yeah, she was looking at the pictures of Momo. They are freaky pictures, like, it's like a Japanese robot fucking sex toy, basically.
Oh, my Christ.
I mean, it's not a sex toy. I made that bit
Momo.
up. Yeah, Momo. Just type in Momo and it'll be a picture of a lovely lady.
That's like Beetlejuice.
It is a bit like Beetlejuice, yeah. But apparently it's come out today, like these articles came out today that it's all pure bullshit. Nobody has actually seen a video of Momo. It's just this picture that's been floating around and it's become like a big fraud kind of, oh my god, kids are killing themselves. Because, apparently kids do that all the time.
They do, aye, they do. Apparently so. That one looks like Michael Jackson, sure.
It does look a bit like Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I mean, that one there, go back up. Back up. That back up. That one there. That one there. You do that. I mean, that's like... I mean, I've slept with worse, to be honest.
Holy shit.
Would you not go there on a dark night?
Oh, she tried to kill me?
I've seen worse than that. Like, we live in Berwick, right? Saturday night in Bedrocks... Definitely Bedrocks.
Oh, there's definitely been worse than that.
Not so much Kashmir, but Saturday night in Bedrocks, you've seen worse than that.
Yeah.
Probably been there as well. But yeah, this is the new craze that's sweeping the nation. Momo.
Load of shite.
It is a load of shite. Before we get into the show, which, by the way, we don't really have massively mega a lot to do. But
we haven't recorded in, 6 weeks, so we'll probably just be talking crap.
I've been doing 90-hour weeks as well, so this is this is I don't have a lot. But we're going to be doing our What Have You Been Watching section. We will be doing our news section. Our top 5 is a little bit of an ode to the Oscars, because What's Her Face and What's His Face got Oscars for playing real life people.
Yep.
So we are basically doing a top 5 of biopics. Yeah, so that's the top 5, and we'll just make the rest up as we go along.
Fine.
Would you first like to do something you've not done for a while? Touch my inner thigh. No, do the pimpage.
What do you mean not in a while? I've done that.
Do the pimpage. Do the
on the way
roar.
up,
Do the
sure.
roar.
Aye.
Do the roar. Can you remember what to do?
I have been plugging the podcast to people what I work with and that.
Upper Yvette types aren't going to want to listen to us.
Sure they are.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're a quality show. I don't think they're the Radio 4 type.
Oh.
I wouldn't have thought so.
Fuck those Radio 4
No, you
listeners
don't want that,
in the ass.
No. But what I say to them is, go on Facebook.
Right.
And go on Twitter.
Uh-huh.
Search for 365 This Podcast.
Uh-huh.
And don't forget to subscribe.
I like it.
And like and share.
I do like it.
And then I tell them that we're on iTunes. And
You tell them all this? Is this during a coffee break? Or?
I tell them, no, it's instead of work, I tell them to leave a cheeky 5-star review. Yeah. And then also, just in case they want to listen to us twice, we're on Spotify. And in case they want to listen to us thrice, we're on any other third-party podcast app that you can get out there.
I don't think you say any of this.
I don't say any of that.
No, I don't think you've told
but
anybody.
I think that was a fucking rocking segue, kind of.
That's not all of the pimpage, surely. There are networks we're on. There are other things we're on.
Yeah.
You've not done it for a while, have you?
Well, I think I did all right.
You did. Like, a half-arsed attempt was quite good.
Yeah.
So, pimp out the networks, let people know where we are.
Just told them. We're on the Tangent Bound Network.
Yep.
We are on Weeby Geeks.
Yep.
We are on the awesome nerdly.co.uk.
We certainly are.
Some bitch.
Yeah, Big Phil.
Yep.
love
Hashtag Powder Family. Hashtag BritPod Scene. I'm forgetting ones.
Danger Entertainment,
Oh,
maybe?
shit, yeah. Danger Entertainment.
Danger Entertainment.
Yeah. See, that was new. That was new. And I've only said it once.
That is new, yeah. But we are very pleased to be on that. I believe the featured promo of March is the 365 Flicks podcast promo.
Which one?
Because what we do, the one with Toby, the Toby one.
Awesome.
It is awesome. I love that promo. Because basically, anybody out there who hasn't listened to us in the last couple of years, we are on some awesome podcast networks, but one of the networks that is new to us is the Danger Entertainment. Obviously, you'll hear the bumper at the start of the episode. We will be playing a promo later on. We play the same promo throughout each month for a different show. To be fair, I normally throw in like 3 or 4 of them because I'm just greedy like that. And if you go and listen to their podcasts, you will most likely hear our promo. Everybody's all in it together, and we're all like, we're all in it together. Bit of High School Musical for you there, buddy. Yeah.
Got no idea what
Just
that was.
top of my head. And these are awesome podcasts. People like the History of Bad Ideas, who we love, Pittsburgh Nerd, Salty Language, Who the What Now, Danger Club, there's millions. Gotham Lights, although they do Orville as well. Like, I did like listening to Gotham Lights podcast.
Oh, I think I mean bloody Orville as in the stupid green bird.
Yeah, I did like
Probably
listening
better
to them, but now they talk about Orville as well, so I
Load of pish.
don't tend to listen that much. And my personal favourite, the Besotted Geek. Besotted Geek are awesome, purely because they give us a lot of cheek on the Twitter. And we're Brits. We do that better than anyone.
We do.
We do. So, yeah, I've got a couple of things I want to talk about before we get into the show proper. You've done your little bit of pimpage. I also like to remind people of certain projects that are on the go.
They'll all be finished now, surely.
Most of them are, yeah, thank Christ. But yeah, so Ian Lawson, friend of the show, Ian Lawson, his animated short movie Being Good is now available almost everywhere, on the Vimeos, on the VOD, on the YouTube. It's an animated short that is literally, I believe it's like 8 to 9 minutes long. I'm hoping it's sort of like a proof of concept that they're going to make a feature film out of it. I love the animation on this thing. Like, it's proper good. The girls love it. It's right up their street. It's not too, sometimes the animation now is just too real. Like, they're just trying to get too real with the animation.
Give us some good old-fashioned DuckTales, you mean?
Yeah. Like, I'm not saying Being Good is DuckTales-y. It's probably, like, north of DuckTales, but, like, south of, I don't know.
Count Duckula.
Yeah. Absolutely. I really enjoyed the short. Like I say, it's only about 9 or 10 minutes. It's a great little watch. I recommend you go out and find that on the YouTube's Being Good. So, everybody please do that. Mr. Mark Zammit, goddammit, Mark Zammit, has, see my new nickname for him? Did you like that one?
Sure, why not?
Made that up on the spot. I didn't. I've been calling it for weeks. Yeah.
I haven't seen you in weeks, so I would have said cut it out.
Well, he's been doing the crowdfunding for Homeless Ashes. Homeless Ashes is finished. It is locked. But they have to do the post-production, obviously, so they were crowdfunding, well, Mark, because he's a one-man machine, was basically crowdfunding to get the post-production money together. He has it now. It's all there. He has everything he needs, so the movie is being finished. He's going to be sending out the perks to all the crowdfunders. He's done pretty fucking well with this.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to seeing the results of it. The extra crowdfunding is to add droids, right?
I would hope so, yes.
Yeah, it has to be.
For future installments of the movie. Because, like, 15 years down the line, he has to, like, remaster it. Speaking of remasters, see, Alien is 40 years old as of tomorrow, and it's going to be in the cinemas, and he's done a 4K restoration.
He just did a Blu-ray restoration, 5 years ago or something.
Yeah, apparently he's not added anything. It's just like 4K'd.
No droids?
Well, you would hope there'd be a couple of droids, and amongst them aliens.
No Sebulba?
Oh, dude, that would be awesome.
I'm not interested if there's no Sebulba.
So yeah, Homeless Ashes is well and truly on its way. So yeah, this one you probably won't be all that interested in because you hate, like, hipster fads and stuff.
I do.
There is a crowdfund on the go right now for a movie feature documentary called Food for Thought. It's all about the vegans and stuff like that.
Oh dear.
It's important to some people. Not necessarily me and you because we're heathens, but it's important to Giles Alderson, he does the Filmmakers podcast. It's sort of like what we do, the Indie Talk, but he goes a little bit more in depth because he is a filmmaker himself. I mean, he's not as good as us, and we do have a better laugh with our guests, but he's decent. So, Giles, I love you, man. So, yeah, Filmmakers podcast, Giles is making a movie documentary about vegan food and the sort of the effects that it's having and why we should all be vegans and why I'm just going to sit there and go, no, I'm not doing that.
No. No, that's okay, thank you.
But he's making a documentary. He's crowdfunding for it right now. Go and have a look. Please do go and have a look. Watch this video. I really do like their, what do you call it there? The Moxie. Moxie, wow. Welcome to the 1940s. You know, like the determination.
All right.
Yeah.
They're Moxie.
They're Moxie. They're stones.
Dear God.
I
Testicular fortitude.
That testicular. Wow, that is a good one. I like that. I'm going to keep that one.
It's Vince McMahon.
Is it? I love it. I'm keeping it. It's mine. It's mine now. It's mine now.
You're very well.
But yeah, Giles is crowdfunding for this movie. It is very important to the guys. It's very important to a lot of people. So please go and have a look. And if it is your thing, give some money and see if we can get this thing made. I mean, it's what we're all about is helping these independent guys, and that's what Giles is. And his other movie, The Dare, I hear is very close to completion or is completed. I might be totally misinformed on that one, but The Serial Killer's Guide to Life, remember that one that I donated to? Still haven't had my perk, by the way, Giles, but yeah, I donated to that movie, Serial Killer's Guide to Life. Remember they had the short movie about the girl that worked in the euthanasia clinic?
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
Which was class.
Yeah.
It was funny as hell. Really, really want to see this Serial Killer's Guide to Life. It is apparently done, dusted. It's going to be doing some festival circuits and stuff like that. Can't wait to see that movie. But yeah, check out Giles' crowdfund, and if it is your thing, which hopefully it will be for some people, give it a watch. Give it some money, get it made, and then we can all see it.
Yeah,
it might turn you vegan.
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
But you could then be like, you once were a vegan, but now you will be gone.
Well, no, you would say that to me.
I would say that to you, yeah.
Vegan,
Damn.
and then you'd say milk and eggs, bitch.
But you could milk and eggs, bitch. But you could be like, put it simply, I'm just much better than you. Yeah, or tell it to the cleaning lady on
That's
Monday.
the one.
That's what you need on a t-shirt. Yeah, Redcon 1. We did a cheeky little giveaway on the Facebooks. You probably missed it, but we did a cheeky little giveaway on the Facebooks for a Blu-ray copy of British Zombie Apocalypse Army War movie Redcon 1, which I've spoken about before on the podcast. You probably weren't listening. And we gave it away to a young lady called Nikki Scott, hopefully not too young because it isn't 18. So she has a Blu-ray winging its way, but Redcon is out. Please check it out. Go and find the trailer.
Did you check her age before you sent it to her?
No, but there was a picture with her with a child, so I was like, definitely.
You pervert.
Oh, wait a minute. No. It did say Scotland, so there is a good chance she's only 13.
There's a very good chance.
No. That is winging its way on the way. I hope she enjoys that movie. I love the movie. The movie is great. Yeah, so that's happening. The other thing, and this one, you're going to be kind of taking the reins on this one. We spoke about on the last episode the fact that your piss poor editor on your short movie was being very piss poor. So you've got some news.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. And also, just a massive shout out and thank you to a listener of the show, a top lad, Aaron Goodmiller.
He is a top lad.
What
He's
a
been
guy.
on the show.
He has been on the show.
One of the Infinity Wars, Road to Infinity Wars, wasn't it?
I forget which one.
We should get him on for a proper episode.
We should.
Yeah.
Yep. So Aaron was listening to that episode and dropped me a cheeky message saying, I'll do it.
me, pick me.
Yeah, so, well, the files are quite big.
Yeah, I did warn you.
As you can imagine, so it's been a bit of a bitch to get the files to him, thanks to Windows 10 being a complete ball ache.
Yeah, Windows 10 is
as tends to happen. It was in the middle of transferring them, and then decided it was going to do an update.
Yeah,
and
why not?
Completely cut the transfer short, and so had to start it again after already starting it again. But yeah, we will get there. Bless him. I can't say enough how much I appreciate Aaron offering to do that.
It is awesome.
It's really is an amazing thing to do, and I appreciate it very much. And I will at some point buy the guy a beer.
Like an online beer or an actual beer?
No, we'll meet in person.
Well, you'll have to go to the premiere together, so he's now your editor.
Well, you're not coming because you didn't even read the fucker.
Yeah, but
what
you see in the mirror is, I no doubt, a really good film. Like that film, that's not what it's called, is it?
Nope.
No. It's got What You See. Now You See... No.
It's not Now You See Me.
Damn those seas. Ulysses Jones.
Yep, that's the one.
It's something like that. Like, I'm sure it's a very good film. I mean, I read some of the lines.
Wasn't your review going to be "It's good in its own way"?
It's good in its own way. That does sound like something I would say.
As hell.
Yeah. Awesome as hell.
Yeah.
Don't give me the as hells. That pissed me right off. I've actually stopped writing reviews because of that shit.
You?
Yeah. But yeah,
yeah, that's an amazing thing to do, and I really do appreciate it.
That's why I wanted to bring it up, dude, because
I'm actually feeling excited about it again, because I just kind of went.
And I know I was being a bit facetious before about facetious, nice one. I know I was being a little bit facetious. I'll use it again. Before about Slink, who had the movie for a while, but you know what, man, he also did a cracking job.
To be fair to him, yeah, when we filmed it and we've got some amazing shots in there. Aaron is on about doing a kill your babies edit.
Ooh, I don't know what that means.
Means it's basically mostly he's going to sort of kind of gut it,
right,
and just do what he thinks should be in it.
Yeah, that sounds fair enough.
It's just like an edit.
What he could do...
So there's going to be more versions of it than fucking Blade Runner.
What he could do, right, is edit it so that all the continuity errors make sense.
Ooh, I like that.
Make it a parody.
Mm-hmm. No?
Okay.
Well, it has to be scary. Yeah, so there is light at the end of the tunnel. Slink, I don't know if he listens to this or not, but, I appreciate the guy giving up his time.
Yeah, man.
To do it.
He did a cracking job those couple of nights. And I know he was working away on it, but
and he's been stressed to hell, to be fair, because he wasn't, he couldn't get it to a standard that he was happy with.
Yeah.
So we are moving onwards and upwards with it. We will get there. We will get our little cheeky screening of it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
you could get it put on the admin's DVD.
Ooh.
You can't because the admin's DVD's already out.
Re-release.
Admin's is awesome though. So while we're talking about Aaron's movie, if you get a chance to watch it or go and find it, I loved Admin's. I gave it a glowing review. The guy in it is absolutely phenomenal. His name completely escapes me right now. He is absolutely phenomenal in the movie. Just delivers just amazing dialogue like you wouldn't believe. So you know what, your movie's in good hands. I know there's not a great deal of dialogue in what you see behind the curtain, but I mean, what? I have to get it right at some point.
Yeah, you probably. you would think, wouldn't you?
The script you don't see.
Nope.
The script you don't read.
Mm-mm.
The script I didn't read.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be good in its way. But yeah, that is that.
You've got to do that poster, by the way. If I don't get that poster, with
with the wrong movie title and a quote from me.
It's good in its way.
It's good in its way as hell.
Yep.
But yeah, Aaron, that's the great thing about what we've been doing with this podcast. Yes, we've been speaking to some amazing people over the years. Like, we've been doing this for like 4 years now, and we have spoken to some absolutely fantastic people. But Aaron's one of those guys that, like, I reviewed Admins. He kind of got interested in the podcast after that. Has been a constant listener to the show, always comments on things, always says things, and now he's editing your movie.
I know.
And that's...
Right. And he did say to me that we're the reason he doesn't drive his car off the road on the way to work. Which I said I'm surprised we didn't have the opposite effect.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I'm going to take it as a good thing and put it to the side right now and not think too much about it. But yeah, we'll say it's a good thing. But does he not listen to it on like times too? So like I'll be like, which is what I hear when you talk.
Mm-hmm.
But he hears it when we both talk.
Wouldn't it be like times 100,000 to get like?
Probably, yeah. But yeah, Aaron, you're an awesome man. Thank you very much for doing this for Chris, because it was getting a bit annoying, to be fair. I still don't even know what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get there, though. So, would you like to go on to the news?
I would.
Let's do it, then.
Hi, everyone. This is Henno.
And this is Stephanie.
And we're from the Gotham Lights podcast and...
The Orville Lights podcast.
The Gotham Lights podcast is a fan cast dedicated to the television show Gotham.
And sometimes the television show The Orville. And if either of these things tickle your fancy, then by all means, reach out to us on Twitter at Gotham Lights, on Facebook by searching Gotham Lights, and also by means of email, gothamlightspodcast@gmail.com.
So I got some news.
Go on then.
I got some news.
Go on then.
Some good news, some not so good news.
Oh.
Some okay news, some news.
If I can get on with it.
Did we talk about the Liam Neeson thing? We did, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
We'll skip that
100%.
then. We'll skip that then. So, Cary Fukunaga, he's a director. He is directing the new James Bond.
All right.
Bond 25.
Bloody Shatterhand.
Shatterhand.
I don't think it's probably pronounced like that.
No. Apparently that's a clue as to what the movie's going to be about. that face that you're pulling right now is the face I pulled.
Yeah.
Straight after that, I kind of went... I could not care less about Bond 25. However, after recent Oscar success, Mr. Cary Fukunaga would like to, I don't know how you say his name, would like to cast Rami Malek as his baddie.
Okay.
So Rami Malek as a possible Bond villain.
I could see him as a villain.
I could see him as a villain. I don't really want to see him as a Bond villain.
I don't really want him to see him in Bond, to be honest.
Yeah, Bond's like the kiss of death now, isn't it?
It kind of feels like it. I didn't really... I wanted to... I think that Bond needed a fresh... Like, a fresh take. And... Yeah, Bond 25 with Daniel Craig again... After Spectre, which was god-awful. Yeah.
I mean, the only person that those movies are working for is Daniel Craig, because he isn't getting a job outside of it. I mean, fair dues, he was a cameo in The Force Awakens,
Brilliant.
but I mean, that's about it. What is Daniel Craig actually doing except Bond? Yeah. He'll end up being in like Mamma Mia 3 alongside Pierce Brosnan. But you don't want that.
Shatterhand is a stupid name.
Shatterhand is a very stupid name. They should just call it Shit Heap. So yeah, James Gunn. This is some Suicide Squad 2 news. We knew he was writing it. Mm-hmm. We knew the script was going to be all James Gunn. Mm-hmm. Turns out he's now directing it.
I thought he was doing that already.
Yeah. How do you feel about James Gunn directing Suicide Squad 2?
Why not?
Are you bothered about Suicide Squad 2?
Nope.
Will Smith's out.
Yeah.
That doesn't excite you even more?
No.
I'm hoping it's because people saw the fucking video of him being the genie.
Yeah.
This is some god-awful
I
shit.
mean, to be honest, Will Smith was far from the worst thing in that movie, so that doesn't affect my excitement or lack of excitement for the movie whatsoever.
Yeah.
Because,
well,
speaking of, have you seen the trailer for fucking Dark Phoenix?
I didn't watch it on purpose.
What a load of shite.
It looks awful.
Yeah.
Like everything I've seen so far, it does look awful. I haven't seen this new trailer, but I'm just not interested.
Well, the trailer opens up with bloody Sophie Turner just crying like Sansa Stark.
Oh, well, there you go.
And you know what? You can fucking keep it.
Something she's very good at.
I've never been a huge fan of X-Men anyway, but I've got absolutely no interest in this.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
But this is like Fox's like goodbye to the X-Men, basically, isn't it?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. So yeah, Will Smith's out. Margot Robbie is. Oh, did you see the stills for Harley Quinn? The emancipation of Harley Quinn.
I did not.
She is looking damn fine. Yeah, that film's looking great. The Birds of Prey movie, the emancipation of Harley Quinn. Love that name. Still love that name. Yeah, she's released a couple of photos, and we got like a little tiny 5-second clip. It's just her on rollerblades looking amazing.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely looking forward to that. Still a little bit up in the air as to whether she's going to be in Suicide Squad 2, because it was confirmed she was going to be, and then it's not been confirmed.
Right.
Because apparently she was going to be in Birds of Prey, she was going to be in Suicide Squad 2, and she was going to be in Gotham City Sirens. She's going to be in all three of them. I don't know if Gotham City Sirens is still happening, but it's up in the air. I mean, everything's up in the air with DC anyway, so.
I don't... is it?
I think it's...
I don't think it is anymore.
There's something that I'm about to talk to you about that I believe DC might have an idea of what's going on now. And it's actually got me a little bit more excited. Like, I'm always excited about DC properties anyway. Like, whatever they do, I'm excited. But I'm a little bit more excited about something I really couldn't have given two fucks about a month ago. So,
I see.
But we'll get there. But Christmas 2022... Christmas 2022? That's the thing, isn't it? 2022?
22 is a thing.
Right. We're in 19 now.
Uh-huh.
Right, so Christmas 2022, Aquaman 2.
Okay.
Confirmed, dated, everything. Momoa's back. Woohoo! No word as to whether James Wan is going to be directing, but I have a sneaking suspicion he's going to move over to the other one, because there is a spin-off getting made of Aquaman. It's going to be a more horror vibe called The Trench.
Ooh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would love to see James Wan go there. I want to see James Wan do Aquaman 2 as well, but if he wants to go off and do The Trench, because it's still going to be the Aquaman universe, but they're saying it's more horror, it's going to be a darker vibe.
I like that.
I like that. And if James Wan wants to go and do that, I'm perfectly happy James Wan doing that. I still want him to do Aquaman 2 though.
Have you spoken to him to tell him that?
Well, I was on the blower last night.
Right.
For the Americans, that's the phone. And I was talking to him about it, and I said, James, seriously, man, you've got to do Aquaman 2 as well, please. And he was like, oh, that was close. He was like, yeah, okay, Kev, I'll do it. I'll do Aquaman 2 and The Trench and The Conjuring 3. But yeah, but in the meantime, because that's 2022, in the meantime, if you want your Jason Momoa fix, because we all need ourselves some... Did you see him at the Oscars?
No.
Pink tux. Little pink scrunchie in his hair.
Pulled it off?
Pulled it off. It's fucking Jason Momoa.
No, I meant you.
I ripped the fucking heat clean off it. But yeah, if you want some Jason Momoa, he has now been cast in the Dune movie, the Denis Villeneuve Dune movie.
Yeah.
Which is going to be a total wank fest, but I'll probably watch it. But then again, who hasn't been cast in that movie?
What's it called? June?
June.
As in the month?
No, as in sand dunes.
Oh, so June.
Yeah, June.
June.
That's what I said, June. So yeah, he's been cast in that alongside every other motherfucker on the planet. But he also has a TV show coming for Apple TV.
Okay.
Apple TV?
I didn't know they did their own content.
Neither did I.
There you go.
Apparently they're not doing very well with it. But he is going to be doing a TV show for Apple TV from the makers of Peaky Blinders.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. How good would Jason Momoa be in Peaky Blinders?
As what?
As a gypsy, of course, because he's like the king of the gypsies in real life.
I don't think he is.
Well, he calls himself the pride of the gypsies.
Does he?
Yes, like everywhere.
He's Samoan.
And
Okay. Right.
is he Samoan? He's not Samoan.
Yeah.
You're just thinking because he looks a bit like Roman Reigns.
No, he's Samoan.
He's definitely something. But
Wow.
he could easily. What? He could easily be in Peaky Blinders, and I would love to see him in Peaky Blinders. But then again, he could play anything.
Oh, bless him.
Yeah. But yeah, he's going to be in that. So yeah, some Sopranos news.
Yeah, is this about, what's his name?
Ray Liotta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you happy with this?
Why not?
It's Ray Liotta, man.
Yeah,
And,
why not?
and no, I wasn't being sarcastic with my comment about him being Uncle June. But I'll tell you what I did then do after I wrote that comment. I went and actually found like an up-to-date photo of Ray Liotta. No, he couldn't be a young Uncle June.
Well, no, because he's fucking old.
He's old as balls now.
Stupid.
But the picture that was on the thing, he wasn't all that old.
Yes, he was. He had great hair.
But yeah, Ray Liotta, if you haven't seen, has joined the prequel movie for The Sopranos. What's it called? All the Saints of New York, or Newark Saints, or
The Saints of New York.
Saints of
Newark.
Newark. Aye.
Not New York.
No,
New
Newark.
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 All right then.
So Ray Liotta's
Newark
joined the
indeed.
cast, which is already a pretty damn handsome cast as it is, and this thing's looking amazing. It's still like there's been like on-set stills and stuff like that, and it's looking pimp as hell.
I still hope they don't focus too much on young Tony.
I don't think they are. They keep,
Born in Honolulu, Hawaii.
don't know what that means.
He was born in Hawaii,
Okay,
so I'm right when you're wrong.
okay, that's fine. I mean, I wasn't doubting you. I was just like, I just
think
wasn't
you were.
sure. I just wasn't sure.
Actually, his mother is of German, Irish, and Native American descent.
There you go, Irish gypsy. And he can throw an axe, so there you go.
His father is of native Hawaiian. Fuck that was right. Come on, move on.
So yeah, Ray Liotta is going to be in the Sopranos prequel.
Yeah.
So Joaquin Phoenix, the Joker movie.
Meh.
This is what I was on about before about DC, maybe having a little bit more of an idea of what they're doing. It's come out the last couple of days that this Joker movie is a definite part of DC's rebranding of the big screen, where they're doing Elseworlds movies.
Yeah.
Which I like this idea. I do actually quite like this idea because it means they don't have to necessarily follow the Marvel formula.
Yes, it means they don't have to be building towards a team-up movie.
Yeah.
They can do whatever the fuck they want. I like that.
But then you can still have like your Shazam, and you can still have your like your Aquaman, because hopefully those movies are still going to tie in. You know, the ones that people are liking, like Wonder Woman, Shazam, Aquaman. They should all still be part of that sort of.
Is Shazam going to be in the same universe as Aquaman in that?
I'm hoping so. I don't want to watch it if it isn't.
I don't want to watch it anyway.
Have you not seen the trailer? Oh man,
I've got no interest in it
looks
whatsoever.
great.
No.
I think that's going to be like one of the movies of this year.
No.
I could be wrong.
Load of piss.
I have been before. But yeah, like, I still couldn't really give two shits about Joaquin Phoenix's Joker movie. However, I quite like this idea of the Elseworlds.
Yeah.
Because there's any way you could go with
Tell
that.
you what, I was having a conversation.
With yourself, or?
No. About who could possibly be cast as the Joker in, future, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who played Ramsay Bolton.
Yeah, he'd be a good one.
Yeah,
he'd be good. He would be good. What about him that was in Misfits with him? Robert Sheehan? The Irish kid? A little bit too out there?
A little bit.
A little bit too good looking?
No, he's too funny.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
He's too funny.
Joe Gilgun.
Joel Gilgan, fuck yes.
He'd smash that. Did you see him in Lockdown with Guy Pearce? Damn, even Preacher. I've not watched all of Preacher, but he's pretty fucking out there in that.
I could see that.
Plus, we love Joe Gilliam.
I always thought, I think I've said this to you before, did you watch Boardwalk Empire?
Not all of it. I saw bits and pieces.
Michael Pitt
Yeah.
would have been an amazing Joker.
He is good in a movie called Funny Games.
He's still working.
No, this was a while back.
All right.
I think Naomi Watts was in that movie as well, and he's a bit of a lunatic in it. So yeah,
I could absolutely see him playing the Joker. I don't know what he's up to.
probably not a lot.
Yeah, I know he did a BMW advert.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah. Right.
So yeah, Star Trek Discovery has been confirmed for season 3.
Heart was like that.
I know we don't want that to go anywhere.
Are you up to date with it?
I am fucking loving
it's
this.
Great, yeah.
I love this series. Rebecca Romaine Stamos dropping in for a couple of episodes. Man, the whole storyline with the
Angel thing,
the CIA. That's good as well. Yeah, but the the other branch of Starfleet and that
Section 37.
Has that ever been a thing?
Yes,
in
DS9.
the past. DS9.
31.
I didn't watch DS9.
Section 31.
I think that's what it is. Yeah,
it was on DS9.
I am loving that. Honestly, this is great. This has got some James Bond shit in the fucking Star Trek universe.
Yeah, there was a whole they were getting involved with Romulans, and it was all covert and shit.
Awesome. This series is great.
I'm really enjoying Christopher Pike.
Yeah. Yes. I'm actually kind of slightly blown away by that guy, because when he came in, I was kind of because Bruce Greenwood in the Star Trek movies, I love him as Pike. I think he's great as Pike, and I wanted somebody as good as that. This guy's great. This guy, he's the right level of badassery with a little bit of sarcasm.
Yeah,
and sort of he's not afraid to slap them in their place, but he's also quite empathetic. I don't know. He's just a nice blend of captain.
He's just a good Star Trek character.
Yeah.
I'm I've gotten to the bit with where what's the his first officer called?
The girl?
No. The alien fella.
Oh right, yeah. I can't think who's. Nah.
Where he's lost his fear.
Bloody tentacle heat.
Aye, that's the one.
Saru.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got, because was it his danglia or his tanglia?
The things that went all bumping the night.
And when they go off, he's supposed to die or something, but he didn't.
So he's lost his fear.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That is cool.
And
I absolutely love that.
Still, the roommate is just great. Tilly's great.
Tilly's awesome.
Yeah,
I love her little apparition thing. The girl that was but she's that's all done now, so that's all good.
Spoilers. Yeah,
but I'm for a series that I thought the first series, every episode just kept getting better and better and better and better, and then when it came back, I was like, right, surely it's just going to plateau a little bit now, and it just hasn't. It just seems to have come back out with. I
think that it's got the right format, the right number of episodes. DS9 and Voyager and TNG all kind of suffered at times with the 24 episode format, and a lot of it became filler and everything. But with the 10 episodes?
10 or 11.
Yeah. With that format, there's not a great deal of time for any filler, so everything that's in there is decent.
Yeah, it's very much let's have the overarching story, but at the same time we're going to have these little stories that can only really last 3 to 4 episodes, and then we have to wrap it up and then move on to the next thing. Yeah, man, I'm loving Discovery. I didn't think there was going to be another Star Trek TV show that I could get this into, and I'm just so in.
Yeah,
and plus Sonequa Martin Green is just.
She's amazing.
She's incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
So did you say it's been recommissioned?
Yep, confirmed. Season 3 on its way. absolutely buzzing. I hope they just keep that going, because I could watch like a whole 10, 15 series of this. What I am glad of, I don't know, I might be wrong here, on Netflix, do they still do the After Trek show?
Not that I know of.
Oh, good. Because it's not been popping up on my feed anymore. That was annoying. He was annoying.
I thought you liked him.
I did for the first couple of episodes,
Right.
but then he was like, "Oh, I'm a big Star Trek nerd." Plus, you got me listening to that Next Conversation podcast. He's just a big Star Trek nerd.
Is that still going?
I think so. It seems to take breaks.
Right.
A lot of breaks. Right, so Netflix is the big streaming site out there. Amazon has one. Apparently Apple TV has one.
Yeah.
Aye, who saw that one coming? But the BBC and ITV are teaming up for their very own streaming service called BritBox.
That's been around for ages.
It's been around in America and Canada, but we've not got it over here.
Canada.
Yeah, we don't have it over here, but now it's coming to our fair shores, and their
But
whole.
they've already got fucking iPlayer and whatever.
Well, this was what I was thinking, because you've got the iPlayer, you've got the ITV player, you've got Channel 4 player, you've got all these, we have all these already. Apparently this is going to coincide alongside it, just the BBC.
Are they going to charge for it?
Oh yeah, £5 a month. Allegedly, it looks like it's going to be £5 a month. That's the rumour. Can we
Nah, I'll be alright, thanks.
Can we have a different name though?
BritBox.
BritBox? That's a shit name.
Yeah.
That is a shit name.
I can see the Americans getting away with it.
Yeah, they love it. They'll be like, "Oh man, we love Brits, man." That's just what they do. I'm gonna get my gun. That's just like Americans. I want to watch me some BritBox. Watch me some Lou 4. That's Luther. Yeah.
Give me a second.
Gonna watch me some EastEnders.
No, he turned out he was from Devon in the end.
EastEnders. I likes that. But yeah, so yeah, BritBox is a thing. Apparently America already has it. The American guys out there who listen to this podcast, let us know what you think of BritBox, because I think it sounds terrible. But it's basically just the iPlayer. It's basically just ITV player.
Which is free.
4 on demand.
Yeah.
All free. We're going to throw it all in the mix, and then we're going to charge you £5.
Nah, you're alright. Be fine, thanks.
It will be worth it if they're putting their own original content on, which they have with Luther and stuff like that, Sherlock and everything. But if
You
you're
can
going
get all that on Netflix, though.
yeah, well, they'll have to take it off, like Disney's doing with all their shows. But they would also need to be making movies. Because the thing with Netflix is now, yes, you have your original series, but you're also getting your original movies like Bird Box, stuff like that.
So wait a minute. If I'm now, if I take this out, which I'm not going to do, and I'm paying fucking £5 a month for it, am I going to still have to pay my bloody TV license as well?
Yep.
Fuck off.
Oh, yeah.
That's bullshit.
It's mental. It should be, if they're going to do it, it should be included in your TV license.
Nah, that's some bullshit.
Yeah. But it's a thing, it's happening. I mean, all I'm hoping is that we get every episode of The Bill up on there. Because if I can watch me some of The Bill for days and days and days, you got me. You got my vote. None of this UK gold pish for me anymore. Just straight up streaming The Bill.
You can get a box set, right?
You imagine how many discs that would be? How many VHSs that would be?
About 3 for it.
About 3 for it, yeah. So yeah, BritBox is coming. Before we move on to the What Have We Been Watching section, I would like to have a little talk to you about the Oscars.
Go on then.
I am going to assume you didn't watch it.
No.
No, because you hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a bunch of ritual...
Although, there's an obvious winner in it that
Yeah.
makes me not hate it.
We'll get there. We'll get there. I, for one, did watch the Oscars. Not on the night, but...
Fucking hell.
What?
The Bell Series 19 Part 4 to 6 DVD box set, £166.99.
I'll buy that for $1. Not $1. £144.66. But yeah, anyway.
Damn.
I did watch the Oscars. I didn't watch it the night of. I watched it the next night. I sat down and watched the entire thing. No longer 4 hours. Used to be 4 hours and 89 minutes and 62 days.
89 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, that's gone. It was 3 hours and 20 or 3 hours and 25.
That's better then.
It is better. No host. That was the whole thing, like, because it was going to be Kevin Hart.
Was it like the laptop on Raw?
That would have been great.
The whole lights just went...
That would have been pretty good.
And Michael Cole got up and went, "Can I have your attention, please?"
So basically, Kevin Hart was going to be the host, but then some, racist tweets were found from way back. He got James Gunned. So he basically apologised. Then they said he could host. He said he didn't want to host. Then he said he did want to host. They said, "I don't want you to host." So basically, there was no host, which I thought is brilliant. Right. I love it because what it does is it gets rid of all those shitty little Ellen DeGeneres wanky skits of her taking selfies with fucking actors. Fuck you, Ellen DeGeneres. It gets rid of Jimmy Kimmel bringing in tourists that was supposedly on some bus and then got brought in to the auditorium. It gets rid of that pish. Ordering pizzas for everyone. It gets rid of that. Excellent. Don't need that. It gets rid of Seth MacFarlane singing songs about people's boobs.
That was funny.
No, it wasn't. It was fucking terrible. Seth MacFarlane is a joke. He is a joke.
He'd probably thank you for that.
He's not the joke. He's a joke. It gets rid of all of that. But the only problem is that then means that the presenters of the awards kind of have to step up a little bit.
Oh,
and like
they have to be funny.
They have to be
on cue.
They have to be a little bit funny. They have to have a personality, which I know for a lot of these actors is probably quite hard. And some of them I thought made a bit of a twat of themselves.
Oh dear.
Samuel L. Jackson, I'm looking at you. But yeah, I loved the no host thing.
What did Sam Jack do?
He kind of just made a fool of himself when he was getting like Spike Lee won an award. So when he was introducing him up to the stage, he was just like, "Oh yeah, Spike Lee, my man, woo! Yo, I'm gonna be in your next movie." Like, it wasn't that bad, it wasn't that cringy, but he was just kind of being an ass. But yeah, I like it without the host. I think I could see this going somewhere. Because all you got was like the woman came over the top of the tannoy and she's like, "Please welcome to the stage," and then like the presenters of the awards, and then in between you had the music stuff. Everybody was singing their songs apart from Kendrick Lamar, because why would he? That I didn't like that. You know how you have the best song category, and they always get the people that sang the songs or someone famous enough and good enough to sing the song. Well, they didn't do that for one song, and it was the one from Black Panther.
Right.
It was Kendrick Lamar, which annoyed me because Kendrick's not that bad, and it's quite a good song.
Why did he not do it?
I don't know. I've been trying to find out, but there doesn't seem to be anything anywhere.
There's no one answering your calls.
It's the Oscars, so the rumour is probably they just don't like black people, so they're not going to have them singing it. But you got like a really, what I thought, cringeworthy performance from Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. Like, everybody was just like, "Oh my god, they're going to kiss on stage. Oh my god." Still not watching that film. It looks awful.
That Star is Born.
Yeah. But for the most part, I think they got it right. Like, I thought the awards went to the right people. Like, I didn't have a problem with some of the ones that won. Black Panther came away with 3 awards. None of the good ones, but it came away with 3. There's Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
it won Best Animated Feature. I wasn't really up against anything, but it won. So that was good. I mean, it's not hard to beat Wreck-It Ralph 2, to be fair.
I've not seen it.
But I was happy with that. Marvel got a couple of awards. And then, of course, your big awards, which is like your actors and all that. Raimi got Bohemian Rhapsody. Fucking love Bohemian Rhapsody. Mm-hmm. Didn't think he was going to get it. Buzzing that he got it. Plus, Queen opened the show. Queen came out and did like "We Will Rock You" not with Adam Lambert. I don't mind Adam Lambert, but he's no Freddie.
I don't know who that is.
He was like on Pop Idol or American Idol or American Singers Show Talent.
Idol. And
he won one. And now he's a thing.
Right.
But he's been touring with them for a long time though, so that's all good. Like, I'm okay with that. He's no Freddie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Raimi won for Best Actor. Absolutely 100% deserved even. But the bigs, I don't want to say surprise, because she absolutely is an outstanding actress. We both know this. But Olivia Colman,
Bless her.
I know.
Have you watched
man.
the Except? Well, of course you watched it.
It's great.
That's the only bit of the Oscars I watched.
It's a fantastic speech. It's like, as a message, you know, it's like, it's the most British speech you could give.
Yeah.
Like, just like, when she says something about, is it a daughter or a son being up? And, oh, no, it shouldn't be up, but if you are, I hope you are, because this isn't happening again. Yeah. You know, like, it's just great. Like, I'm really...
Wait, I'll wrap it up. Yeah. I absolutely love. She's amazing. I spoilers for the coming section, but I have actually watched The Favourite, and we'll get there.
Does she deserve it?
Yes.
Yeah. She looks great.
I was never going to say anything else about that woman. She's amazing.
But yeah, I'm
100% deserves it.
Really happy about her winning that. It's nice when the Brits get it. I mean, Mahershala Ali also won Best Supporting Actor for The Green Book. And yeah, apparently that was a big upset.
I see.
The Green Book winning.
Right.
I don't really get it. I've seen The Green Book. It's a good film. Like, out of the category it was in, I don't know if I would have chose it. But it is a very good film. But there seems to be a lot of, like... Yeah.
What's that about?
What's it about? It's like, he's like a singer or something like that. And he goes on the road with Viggo Mortensen and the King. He goes on the road with Aragorn.
Right.
And Aragorn basically is protecting him.
Okay. I've seen trailers for that, yeah.
Kind of teaching him the rules of the Deep South. And then... why did I go all Cockney when I said South?
I don't know.
Yeah. That's not Mississippi at all, is it?
It's not. It's really not.
So yeah, he's protecting him, and then they both learn something. The movie ends.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
It's one of those ones. But it won. But I think the problem is it was up against movies like Black Panther, which is like, as we know, behind the scenes and in front of the camera. I've always said that's not why the movie should win any awards. Like, fair play if you want to put it up for that. Like, that's your prerogative. But the movie needs to actually be good as well.
Yeah.
To be in that category. Yeah. And personally, I don't think Black Panther deserved to be in that category.
Yeah, I agree.
I just don't think it did. Like,
I agree that it, for various reasons, it was an important film to be made.
Yep.
You know, and it was. It's a cracking movie. I've watched it a good few times. It's a well-made movie. It looks amazing. Everybody's great in it.
Yeah.
But should it have been in the Best Picture category? No.
No. So obviously that was up. The Spike Lee's new movie, The Black Klansman, was up, which.
So you told me he took the huff and stormed out.
He fully took the huff.
Because he didn't win Best Director?
I think it's partly that. It's partly that. But on a side note, before we get into it, Spike Lee boycotted the Oscars. It might be last year or the year before, because there was no black director in the Best Directors category or something like that.
Right.
So he boycotted it basically because he wasn't nominated for something.
All right. Okay.
So because he was nominated this time, he turned up. That's the kind of guy Spike Lee is. And so he went up. He won for like Best Adapted Screenplay, and basically made it a big political statement. And let's get Trump out of office. Fuck Trump.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Basically,
for fuck's sake.
Like, he did this whole little speech that basically ended with, "Let's do the right thing," which is one of his movies. He was being clever. He's like, "Let's do the right thing and basically get Trump out of office," is what he was getting at.
You realise? Do people not realise? Right, when you do this shit on these kinds of platforms or whatever, that you're just encouraging them. You're just fucking feeding the troll.
Yeah. It's like this whole thing with, I know it's completely different, but you've seen what's going on with Tommy Robinson right now.
Is that the bloody fucking Britain First guy or something?
Yeah. He has been banned from Facebook.
Again?
Facebook have taken him off, this time citing that he's encouraging hate speech and whatnot. So they've taken him off Facebook. And what I love about this, what has absolutely cracked me up about this whole thing, is journalists on the news and all this are kind of like, we don't want to see his shit on Facebook. We don't want to see the shit he has to say. However, you can't take away his free speech, because then you make him a martyr to the whole free speech thing. And they're saying you're giving him a bigger platform.
That's a fair point.
Yeah. So I'm like sitting there and I'm like, well, they can't fucking win then, can they?
Well, it's a fair point.
It is a fair
You know,
point.
you are just, you're, like you say, with Trump and making fucking political speeches at the Oscars or the Grammys or bloody whatever the hell,
Yeah.
making speeches about wanting him out and calling him all the shites in the world is just giving him an excuse to get pissed and go and he doesn't drink, does he? Whatever, and go and fucking Twitter at 3 o'clock in the morning and
Well, he did
write.
exactly that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He took to Twitter and he
Yeah.
wrote something about how Spike Lee had to have a fully written out speech and all this kind of thing. But, I mean, whatever.
Well, that's a fair point. That is a fair point. Because, well, even if he did have written out speeches, he wouldn't be able to stick to it.
Yeah, yeah. But
Anyway.
He defended himself. Spike Lee lost me as soon as he got on stage anyway, because he basically got straight up to the mic, looked up at cause you know how they play the music when it's like time to go. He kind of just looked up at the thing and was like, "Don't you dare turn my motherfucking microphone off." As soon as he said that, I'm like, I have no interest in what you're about to say, because you sounded like a proper dick right there. And it's a shame. It's a shame. But they use these moments as a platform to say these things, but as you say, you're just bigging up the people you're against, really. And that's exactly what Spike Lee did.
Because you're creating a headline. You're creating another headline for the son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And that's what he wants.
And then
that's how he got elected.
And then he tried to storm out at the end.
Prick.
Yeah.
I think he's overrated anyway.
I mean, I'm not a massive fan of Spike Lee movies. I think Black Klansman's pretty piss poor, to be fair.
I've only seen the trailer and thought, fuck that.
Funny thing is, the trailers make it look like a bit of a comedy. And yeah, there's comedic moments in there, but that's mostly just Adam Driver's awkwardness.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that was the Oscars kind of in a nutshell. Raimi won, Olivia won, we're happy with that. Mahershala won his second nomination, second win. Fair play to him. And the Green Book, which I think it kind of deserves it, but I don't think anybody saw it coming.
Didn't Roma win? Oh, was that Best Director?
Roma won Best Director.
Bygones, right, okay.
It also won Best Foreign Film and Best Cinematography or something like that.
Pretentious wank.
The interesting thing about that, though, is the director, Alfonso Cuarón, he has won, 6 Oscars now in, 6 different categories or something like that. He's kind of just a bit of a jack of all trades. He won for the screenplay, the directing, and the cinematography.
Okay.
And he's not even an independent director.
Well, screw him.
But yeah, that was the Oscars. I was really pleased with it this year. I think it brought a little bit of legitimacy back to the whole thing. I liked it.
So you wouldn't have been on board with the, what was it, most popular movie category then?
I'd have been alright with that.
Yeah.
They made a joke about that at the start. In fact, they made a lot of jokes about one of the guys came out and said he was presenting an award, and he's like, and I just want to thank the Academy for making it so that I'm not presenting this award during the ad breaks. Because obviously there was a couple of awards that were going to be done during the adverts.
All right.
And then that got scrapped. Yeah, there was a lot of jokes about the Academy fucking up, which I'm quite pleased that they did that, and because they would have screened those presentations, they would have known what they were going to say. I doubt it was all off the cuff.
Are these like the Tech Awards or something?
Yeah, it was one of them was cinematography,
right?
Which you could have.
That's a pretty.
That's a huge award.
Well known.
Without cinematography, you have no movie. Let's be honest.
I mean, best sound.
Yeah.
Or something shit like that.
Which, incidentally, was Black Panther.
Fair.
But yeah.
Did it get best score?
Best score was Black Panther got that. No, it didn't get best sound. Bohemian Rhapsody did.
Right.
Bohemian Rhapsody, though, nominated for 5, won 4. Good to see. The only one it didn't win was Best Picture.
Right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But I'm buzzing for Rami Malek and I'm buzzing for Olivia Colman. So would you like to move on to what have we been watching?
Yes.
We'll get you back to your regularly scheduled podcast in just a minute. But we wanted to introduce ourselves. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Blake on this highly produced advertisement.
That's right. It's the History of Bad Ideas, a.k.a. Hobie. You can find us on Twitter at Bad Ideas Podcast and on Facebook at the History of Bad Ideas. But if you like a podcast, roundtable with 3 to 5 guests, usually every week, depending on sick leave, talking about all things geek, including movies, TV,
I ain't getting paid for this shit.
Blake bitching about something and ranting, and comic books and anything else that we can think of. We have a top 5 list every week, along with a box office news, and somehow we have listeners, so they send us some feedback we answer every week. You can find us on iTunes,
Stitcher,
Facebook.
Spotify,
and any good podcast app, because if you can't find us on that podcast app, it's not a good podcast app.
damn straight. Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
What are we watching, Chris?
Right then. Well.
Woo-wee!
Jesus Christ. First up, I watched The Favourite
Ooh.
with Olivia Colman,
I did not see this one coming.
Emma Stone, and Rachel Weisz.
Yep. What's Emma Stone like? Is she any good?
Yeah, she's good. I mean, she's just Emma Stone, you know. She does a decent English accent.
Oh, she's English.
Yeah,
Fair play.
because it's based in England.
Yeah. See, I didn't mean to sound patronising there when I was asking like what she like, but it's Rachel Weisz and it's Olivia Colman. Like, them two girls can act,
Yeah,
you know, like, and Emma Stone.
Emma Stone can act.
She's mostly comedy though. She's mostly like awkward comedy.
No, I wouldn't agree with that.
I know she tried to act in La La Land, but
She had some really
that
serious
movie
scenes
was
in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Seriously awful scenes.
Fuck off. So, did you just have
Rap in the fish.
twat?
Come on then.
Yeah, so as you know, maybe know, so Olivia Colman plays Queen Anne,
She does.
who, she's a bit of a metalist, if anything. Yeah. She's just Olivia Colman is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
She really is. She is funny at the right bits. There's a scene, just a throwaway scene where Rachel Weisz is dancing with someone. So Rachel Weisz is kind of like her. I guess sort of like lady in waiting type thing.
Mm-hmm.
She looks after her basically. So the two of them are really close. Really close.
Lesbicans.
So yeah, there's a scene where the Queen is like sat in a chair,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like during a ball because England and stuff.
Yep, we love a ball.
We do. Yep. Different balls in your case.
Yep.
Yep. And so the camera's like looking just at Olivia Colman, and she goes from enjoying watching the dancing and everything, and then just the look in her face just slowly changes, and Olivia Colman is a good crier.
Mm-hmm.
But like the smile goes and she starts to well up, and she's just amazing. She really is. Yep.
She showed she was a good crier at the Oscars.
Mm-hmm. Bless her.
Not an ugly one though.
No.
Like most Brits, like for the most part, are ugly criers.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not.
Okay.
Quite a pretty crier.
Sick fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and well, so Rachel Weisz, like I said, is her. I'm going to call it lady in waiting. I don't know what the correct term is for that period in time. I don't know. And then so Emma Stone comes in to the palace to work there. The Queen has, I think, is gout.
Oh, nice.
And so Emma Stone's character has like a sort of, like a sort of weedy cure kind of thing. It's like she makes a paste and puts it on the Queen's legs, and it kind of makes it better.
Mm-hmm.
So she becomes kind of the new favourite.
Ooh, the favourite.
That's what it says on the
I
tin.
see what you
there
did
you
there.
Go. There you go. And so it's sort of the movie is about Emma Stone's character and Rachel Weisz's character kind of one-upping each other. You know, it's like there's a war with France going on in the background. The story with the Queen going on in the background where she's like struggling with her health and everything.
Right.
Like some political stuff going on in the background. I don't think you would enjoy it, if truth be told.
Ooh.
I'm just being honest with you.
Okay.
I don't think you would enjoy it.
That's fine.
It's not for you, Kev.
I will not watch it.
I don't think it's your cup of tea, mate. I'm sorry, but I don't think it's your cup of tea.
Okay.
By all means, prove me wrong.
You don't have to be sorry. It's got Emma Stone.
I'm not going to recommend a movie to you if I don't think you're going to enjoy it.
Okay, that's fine.
But anyone else other than Kev? Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's phenomenally acted. It's well shot, well directed. It's got an amazing screenplay. Yeah.
You all for it?
And God damn it, Olivia Colman deserved the hell out of that Oscar.
See, I thought it was a little bit of a surprise that she won that, but
Well, I thought that Glenn Close was going to take it because of. Remember, I said a few episodes
Glenn
ago.
Close in for it?
I can't remember what movie. But I thought it was going to be like a Gary Oldman situation from last
just
year.
give it to her.
Like a cumulative.
Which she kind of, Coleman kind of actually said a little bit, didn't she? She's like, I didn't want it to be like this. You know, like, I'm sorry I've stopped you. Glenn Close will get one. Some point.
Yeah.
What?
Watch next year, she'll be up against Meryl Streep, and then she's fucked.
Yeah, she ain't winning against Meryl Streep. Yeah, that's not happening.
So, what have you been watching?
Me and the wife and the girls all watched the new Marky Mark movie, Instant Family.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. It's not the comedy it's made out to be.
I see.
The trailers make it look like a really, really, really funny comedy. Hoo-wee! It's pretty serious.
Are we in Face Off right now?
It's got some drama up in there. Instant Family. Mark Wahlberg, Rose Byrne. Rose Byrne is looking old now.
Rose Byrne is?
Yeah.
Huh?
Like, she ain't old by any stretch of the imagination, but I don't know if it was maybe just like for the movie, but she was looking old. Like, not old, but she was like not Titanic old, but she was looking old. The movie's really good. I really enjoyed it. The girls really enjoyed it. Lindsay really enjoyed it. Premise of the movie is they are a couple. They've been together. They've been married for a little while now. They got a little bit of money behind them. The only thing they don't have is a child. They decide it would be much easier to just adopt instead, and adopt a child, and then you can skip all that bit. And when they go to the adoption agency and everything, and they start attending groups, and then they go to basically an adoption swap meet, which I thought was quite interesting. Apparently that happens in America.
A what now?
And it was kind of like, how to say this? It's kind of like a picnic / barbecue for orphans. So the orphans go, and the people who want to adopt go to the same barbecue and then pick their child.
That's not a thing. Fuck off.
Well, I don't know if it's a thing, but it's a thing in this movie. It's a true story as well, so it must be a thing.
Set current day.
Yeah.
Okay, American listeners, tell us, is this a thing?
I mean, that's kind of how it comes across. Obviously, they'll be playing it across for laughs as well, but it's sort of like they have all the kids who are looking for a family. They have them all at this barbecue.
So it's like a lineup for paedophiles.
You've still got to go through the process and be vetted properly.
You just got to won that one.
And then you go to this place and you look for a child, you find your child, and you take it home.
That's fucked up.
I thought it was, but it was also quite sweet. So, yeah. As an orphan who nobody ever wanted, I I can say it looked quite sweet.
Well, you're not an orphan, are you?
Well, not anymore. I'm like 30 odd. You can't be an orphan when you're 30 odd. I've got my own kids now.
That makes no sense.
Oh.
An orphan is someone whose parents have died.
Okay, then. They weren't dead, but they
May as well have been.
May as well have been,
okay,
yeah.
fair enough.
They were dead to me.
Oh, lol.
But yeah, it's a really good film. I actually really enjoyed it. They take on 3 kids. They're all a bit of a handful. It's really like they're really nice to start
One
off
of them
with.
got angst.
Yeah, a lot of angst. They're really nice to start with, but then it turns out they're all devil children.
Oh dear.
The movie goes on, they learn something, everyone's happy by the end of it. Yeah. And there's a really, really fucking weird cameo from Joan Cusack. Joan Cusack's sister. Like, 15, 20 minutes from the end, she plays a cameo for literally no reason. Like, she just turns up in the movie, she's like, I'm going to read some lines, and then that's her off.
That's been a while. What a kitchen.
What the fuck, though? Like, I was sitting there like, even Lindsay's like super clever now. She's in the movie way now with me, because Joan Cusack came on the screen and we both kind of looked at each other and went, that's fucking Joan Cusack. You know, first of all, Lindsay knew who Joan Cusack was, which, you know, top 10 points. Fucking house points to Gryffindor on that one. And then second of all, she was like, oh, she's probably a producer on the movie or something. Wow. Like,
so is she pregnant again, or
she got the politics of the movie just down to a T. She wasn't a producer on the movie, unfortunately, so she was wrong. But to suggest it was, you know, I felt like taking her upstairs and making them babies, but we didn't. No, but
because she was wrong about the producer thing. So you were like, nah. You know what? There's been a mistake. Fuck off.
It's like, no, she was just accidentally in the movie. So there you go. But yeah, Mark Wahlberg is fantastic in the movie. He actually, when Mark Wahlberg does a little bit of acting, dude can act.
He can act. Yeah.
Like, it's nice to see him act, because this movie, like, yeah, he's been funny, he's been hilarious, he's been Mark Wahlberg, but there's moments in it where dude's just acting, and I'm like, dude, I'm in. Like, he kind of nearly had a tear from me at one point.
That's not fucking
not really, though. I held it back, though. But yeah, Instant Family, if you get a chance to watch it. But don't be fooled by the trailers. It's not a fucking comedy.
I'm not going to watch that.
You're probably not. No, you don't like orphans.
It's not for me. I don't like orphans. They make me sick. Yeah.
Should get yourself one of these barbecues, man.
Yeah.
You can laugh at them and everything. Just point at them.
What movie was it where... There was a movie where it was like a rich guy and he sort of pretended he was going to adopt an orphan and he left him at the last minute. What fucking movie was that?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
Sounds like Brad Pitt and Angelina's first trip to Malaysia.
It may have been Mr. Burns on The Simpsons. I don't know.
Probably.
Aye. Anyway, yeah. Aye.
What have you been watching, dude?
Right. I'm going to go negative here.
Oh, no.
Negative as... Fuck.
He's going to be a negative Nancy.
Right. There's a film on Netflix.
Okay.
It's a Netflix original.
Ooh.
With Mads Mikkelsen.
Oh, yeah.
It's called Polar.
Looks awful.
It is horrendous.
Load of pretentious Archie shit.
It is so fucking pleased with itself.
Yeah.
The movie is wanking itself off the entire way through. I kept on watching it because her off of Vikings is in it.
Oh.
She plays Lagertha in Vikings. Aye.
Yeah.
I forget what her name is. Matt Lucas is the big bad.
Little Britain's Matt Lucas.
Little Britain's Matt Lucas is the big bad.
He's popping up in way too much.
He is playing a Little Britain character.
Oh, wicked.
In the movie.
Which one?
As the big bad.
Just any.
Yeah.
Just
any character that he played on fucking Little Britain. It is awful.
It doesn't look great.
It is a piece of shit. Avoid it. Don't give it a go. Don't be tempted by the bloody trailers on it. Don't be tempted to give it a go just because Mads Mikkelsen is in it. He is slamming it like a son of a bitch in this movie.
Paycheck.
I was so looking forward to it from the trailer. It lied to us because, for a start, bloody Matt Lucas wasn't in the goddamn trailer. Not the one I saw.
That's not necessarily lying though.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
You don't put everybody who's in the movie in your trailer.
When your movie, the big bad of the movie, may as well be going, gummy bubbles, darling. Everybody does. Because that's essentially what he's fucking well doing. No, it's you're lied to. You're lied to. It was like this is Mads Mikkelsen's Taken, or The Equalizer, or Man on Fire. No, fuck no. It's awful. It is so bad.
That's a damn good triple bill, by the way.
What is?
Taken, Man on Fire, and the other one you said.
Equalizer.
Yeah, that's a damn good triple bill.
It is.
Yeah. I'd maybe swap Taken out for something.
John Wick.
No, probably just another Denzel movie for continuity. Continuity. Training Day? Yeah, Training Day is good.
Go with that one. Do not... 365 listeners, this is a public service announcement. Do not, under any circumstances, watch Polar. Ever.
Even the trailer didn't really hook me in. No. As soon as I saw Matt Lucas, I was like, I'm out. Oh no, he lied to. Yeah.
Next.
You spoke about this on the last episode, so I'm not going to really dwell on it for too long. I watched Into the Spider-Verse with Scarlett. It was all right. I'm not huge on it.
The animation's a little bit jarring.
Yeah, I said that to you when you spoke about it. I said I don't really like the look of the animation. Still don't like the look of the animation.
It was Wilson Fisk.
He was weird.
He was like 6 miles wide and a little tiny little head. It was weird. The
one thing as well that I don't watch that movie with a 7-year-old. Yeah, Scarlett's really bright. She is really bright, but trying to explain alternate dimensions.
Oh shit! Right, okay.
Yeah.
Did you feel like Doc Brown where you were getting the chalk?
Yeah, I was like, it's the flux capacitor, Marty. I was like, I was struggling.
Did you say to Scarlett, you're not thinking fourth dimensionally?
I was struggling, because she was sitting there and she's going, so why did Peter Parker die? But spoilers, why did Peter Parker die? But now he's back as an old man, and I was like, because he's from another dimension, Scarlett. What do you mean by that? It was wow. And then you got Spider-Gwen came into it and she's like, so is that one from another dimension? I'm like, yeah. So how can there be 3 different dimensions?
You should just put Doctor Strange on for her.
I should have. I should have did something, because trying to explain the fucking thing was mental. But yeah. I enjoyed it. It's good. So pleased that Pascal Pictures won an Oscar.
Did she collect it?
She didn't know.
Oh.
No, I know, right?
What's the fucking point?
I was watching that some bitch Amy Pascal, please go and collect that Oscar.
See, if you text me going, Amy Pascal is collecting an Oscar, I would have stayed up for that shit.
We love Amy Pascal. She is the gift that keeps on giving on this show. It all started with those emails. But me personally, when I saw Spider-Man, the Homecoming, and Pascal Pictures come up before the Marvel logo,
and didn't we pretty much go in unison? Fuck off!
But now, Pascal Pictures legitimately has an Oscar for a Spider-Man movie.
First Spider-Man movie to win an Oscar.
Something Marvel could not say until Amy Pascal came in.
She's a trendsetter, Kev.
She is absolutely a trendsetter.
I think we should try and get her on here.
I would love to speak to that woman. Just go on, I read this email. Is it true?
The thing is, do you remember on one of the Family Guys where they had because Family Guy does their bloody flashbacks and that, obviously. They had the joke about Margot Kidder, bless her.
Okay, yeah.
And she kind of just lost her shit and jumped out the window.
Right.
In my head, that's what I would expect Amy Pascal to be in a way.
Do you think we should just go for that?
I think we should.
Do you think... you know what? As of tomorrow, that is my goal.
That's your homework,
right?
Kev.
So, I'll give us 8 months. We've got 8 months to get Amy Pascal on the podcast.
Or die trying?
Or die trying.
Right, okay.
Probably will die trying. Oh, man. That's a mission. That's a mission. Put it on the board. It's getting done. But yeah.
Well, we'll make a cake. There's cocaine in it.
Yeah. We won't read your emails out, I promise. I promise. We will not make you look like like even more of an idiot than you already do.
Bless her.
Yeah. Oh, we love her. She's won an Oscar, to be fair. So,
Yep.
But yeah, it was Lord and Miller went up and accepted it, and a couple other people. And
did they do that?
They wrote it, and they cut the mic off just as the guy came in to thank Stanley.
Bastard.
Yeah, that is a downer on the night. I didn't spot it at the time. I saw the guy leaning in to say something into the microphone after everybody else has. But from everybody's responses on Twitter and whatnot, he was thanking Stanley.
That's some bad shit.
It is, but they didn't know he was going to do that.
Well, guess.
And as soon as you start playing that music, it's time to get off that fucking stage. So there you go. But yeah, Into the Spider-Verse, yeah, enjoyed it enough. I probably wouldn't watch it again, but it was good enough. The animation's just not for me.
Yeah.
And I like a good animated movie, but that one just wasn't for me.
The bit with there was a bit where Peter Parker was like showing Miles Morales how to swing and that. That was pretty cool.
It was alright.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So
yeah,
what have you been watching?
Now, I finally got around to watching Hereditary.
Ooh.
It's on
Amazon. The one with the little girl.
Yeah. Yep. But you see, the thing is, it's not really. She's not the. Like, well, okay. We're going to go into spoilers, but it's been out for a little while now, so shut the fuck up.
It's okay.
It's on Amazon Prime right now. So, yes, she is in it for probably like maybe the first quarter of the movie.
Okay.
And she's a little bit freaky in that. So her big brother, who has angst, is forced by his mother, Toni Collette, to take the sister to, like he lies and says he's going to a barbecue, like a school barbecue, where he's going to a house party, if truth be told.
They always are.
I know. Sneaky, if anything.
Yeah.
So Toni Collette says, you're taking your sister with you. I think she was after the rod, if anything. So he does that, and she accidentally eats some special magic cake.
Nice.
And then she has a reaction to it. He's all high and stuff. And so she's having an allergic reaction to all the marijuana.
Nice.
And so he's driving, rightly so, he rushes her to hospital and everything. But he's high. He's doing like 100,000 miles an hour. He swerves to avoid a deer, as you do. You probably wouldn't.
No. Straight through it.
But as he's swerving, she has her head out of the window trying to get air, and is decapitated by a telephone pole.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I kind of went, fuck! Because I thought she was going to be in it from the trailer. I thought she was in it the entire way through, and it was like her story, and it was good. But it wasn't. So she gets all killed and stuff.
Yeah.
And then it becomes about the brother. And he's kind of being haunted or kind of like taken over by like a sort of like a demon type thing. But you've got the ghost of the little girl, which is never good. It's never what you want, really. Yeah. So every now and then, like you'll hear, because that's what she does, again. And thing. It is genuinely fucking creepy as hell. Honestly,
I want to give it a go.
It really is worth a go. The little girl is a creepy little bastard. I expected the movie to be all about her and something or nothing, but it's not. It is not anything like what you would expect it to be. I text you when I was watching it saying this is up there with fucking Conjuring 2 for creepiness.
That's bold.
It is bold, and I stand by it.
Yeah.
Honestly, it is creepy as fuck.
I need to give it a go.
I think you do. I really think you should.
Yeah, I will. At some point.
Well,
I like Toni Collette.
Yeah, she is really good in it.
She's good in most things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not everything, but she's good in most things. Yeah.
Who's the... what's his name? Bloody... The guy who was in Stigmata. Gabriel Byrne.
He's always
her
good as
husband
well.
in it.
He's always good. Because you know what's good about Gabriel Byrne? He knows his role.
Yeah.
He
shuts his mouth.
He knows his lane and he stays in it.
So he's kind of... I think he's like a psychologist or... Either a psychologist or an architect or a lawyer. One of those ones. Yeah. Just sort of movie dad.
Yeah.
Basically.
Typical.
And so he's kind of trying to calm the whole situation down and look for rational explanations and all that. But, as the audience, we're going, oh, shut up, you don't know nothing.
Does he turn around and say, I'm Kaiser Soze?
He does not.
Damn.
No. Damn. No, he doesn't. I know. I got it. Don't worry.
Okay.
I got that reference.
Okay. As long as you got it. I'm just making sure. Making sure.
It's always best to chalk. Chalk?
Chalk.
To chalk.
It's always best to chalk.
So, yeah. Hereditary, thoroughly recommend it.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a go. So...
Oh, dear.
Netflix.
Ooh.
The gift that keeps on giving.
I thought it was going to be Pascal.
It is Amy Pascal, but Netflix put out a documentary movie this past week about flat earthers.
Oh, good God.
Oh man, this flat earth shit it's a real thing. Like,
are you convinced? Have you been...
I wanted to be, I wanted to sit and watch it.
Did you go into it going, prove me wrong?
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, I want you to prove to me flat earth is a thing. I want to believe.
Because I'm going to say, if you convince me, I'm going to say, Chris, I'm a flat earther. And Chris is going to lose his shit.
I'm going to go on the podcast, proclaim to Chris that I'm a flat earther, and he will lose it, and it'll be glorious.
I'm a flat earther and a vegan.
No,
we're done.
So, Behind the Curve is a documentary about flat earth and flat earthers, which is a theory that the earth is flat. It's not in a ball. It's science is wrong, and everything we know to be true is bullshit. There are people out there, believe it or not, who 100,000,000% believe that this is a thing.
Yeah, I know.
This documentary is about some of those people. It's fucking fantastic. They are lunatics. Unbelievable. This shit is just... Oh, I loved it. I was just sitting there I don't care if I don't believe you. This is some great fucking TV. You got this one guy who is considered to be sort of he's not the inventor, because somebody invented it before him, but he's sort of the mayor of Flat Earth Town. And he's considered the gold standard of... it's a
Flat Earth Town.
Well, no, it's like a community of people, and he's the mayor.
Oh, right.
People look to him.
Right, okay, I got you. Right.
People look to him because
I thought they had their own town.
No. Well, yeah,
Flat
okay.
Earth, metaphorical town.
That would have been awesome. And it's literally on the flattest piece of land you could find. So, right. The thing that fully got me into this documentary, they're talking about different theories and everything. They're talking about little bits and pieces. And there's literally a scene where the guy is standing on a beach beside the sea, and he's like, I'm going to prove to you right now that the earth is flat. And he stands there on the beach by the river, and he points across the river. And across the other side of the river is Seattle. And he says, that's Seattle over there.
Mm-hmm.
He says if the Earth was round, we shouldn't be able to see Seattle because of the curvature in the Earth. We should not be able to see Seattle, but we can. So straight away, like, I am fucking in. This guy is batshit nuts. He fully believes everything he's about to tell us, and I'm going to go and get me some popcorn and eat that shit up. And I did. Like, oh man, I loved this documentary. It was funny as shit. Like, they have theories. They were, during this documentary, while being filmed, they were debunking their own theories to the point where they were having to make new theories up on the spot. Okay. And I'm just sitting like, oh, this is so good. And it's a shame because when you have a good theory, when there's a good theory out there, you want there to be an element of, yeah, that could be right. Like the whole JFK thing. The reason that is such a good theory is because there's so many different aspects that could be right to that. There's so many things in that theory that could be something. And most of them are things. Mm. But in this, it's just like, you believe the Earth is flat because you're a fucking moron. Science has proven to you, but they think they're winning. Like, the flat earthers think they are winning this argument because basically scientists are like, I can't reason with you, so I'm not going to bother trying. Like, you believe what you believe, crack on.
So it's like arguing with an 8-year-old then, basically.
Basically, yeah. Aye. It is... I recommend anybody watch this documentary. Like, they are just nuts. And I don't know...
I saw it. I saw it, you know, it showed up on the list and what have you. I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. Like
the filmmakers as well. I feel like they knew. Like, I feel like they were trying to be, what do you call it? They were trying to be good to them. They didn't want to make them look like complete assholes.
Yeah, they didn't want to be like one of the mutants on the X Factor or something.
So they weren't trying to make them look bad. They were kind of just doing that themselves. Mm-hmm. But they weren't trying to make them look bad. They were trying to make a nice little documentary about these guys who believed in something, and if anybody watching this documentary then wants to believe in it, that's fine. Like, you know, you can all have your own thoughts and feelings. But they knew they were onto some gold here, because there's literally a bit where they go to like a NASA sort of space museum, and of course they're there and they're flat earthers, so they're all like, fuck NASA, you know. They're in this big room and they're like, we're going to do something that's never been done in a NASA museum. The Earth is flat, and they think they're hilarious and all that.
So that's up there with like boogie.
Yeah. And there's a bit where like there's this it's like a virtual reality sort of machine, sort of like cocoon thing that you can sit in. And he's going, it doesn't even work! And he's like pressing the screen, trying to press it to start to work. He's like, oh my god, we spent all this money to go in here. They've spent all this money building this thing, and it doesn't even work. And they're like, you know? And then the cameraman, as they stand up to walk away, the cameraman sort of pans down to this panel, and it's like, press to start. And then literally trying to press the screen, and there's a button right beside him saying press to start, and they're like, oh, it doesn't even work. And I'm just sitting there thinking, oh man, you must be loving this. Like, as a filmmaker, there must be a part of you like, this is fucking hilarious. These guys are clearly just off the map. Well, they're not, because of the map.
I'm going to have to watch it.
I can't recommend it enough. I won't lie, as you just said before, I went into it hoping that they proved that the Earth was flat, hoping that they gave me something to hold on to. But every test that they were doing throughout this movie, these flat Earth people were doing to prove that the Earth was flat, failed. So they were like, well, that one failed, so we're just going to have to do this now, and we'll just have to do that.
But, like, isn't the answer to anyone who says the Earth is flat, the answer is, have you been on a plane?
Yeah, there's a bit at the start of the movie where the guy is basically saying he's got a radar kind of thing, and it shows the flight path of all planes, because you can research this and you can look into it and all that. And he basically says no plane flies across the southern hemisphere type thing. So he's like looking at this this map, this radar of all these planes flying around, and he goes, "Look, they never ever fly across there. They never fly across there, because that's like the end of the world type thing, the end of the Earth type thing." And then there's like because there's loads of scientists in this film as well who are like talking about flat earthers, so you get a bit of both, and they're just like fucking frustrated to shit with the whole thing. And one of them sitting there and she's going, "Oh, look at that! Oh, that little plane that's going down there that shouldn't be going. Oh, really? If you look long enough, planes do fly across that flight path." And it's just like these guys are just like so fucking blinkered. They're just not having it. It's great. It's great.
Right, I'm going to give it a go.
But yeah, that's pretty much just a great documentary.
Okay. Alright, I'll give it a shot.
Yep.
I've got one more movie to talk about. It's Netflix again. The movie is called Hurricane.
Hurricane.
And it's got, again, Auro and from Game of Thrones and
From Game of Thrones.
Iwan.
Alright,
Ramsay
okay.
Bolton.
Okay.
Yeah. What the fuck is his name?
It's like Iwan Rihon or something like
And
that.
do you?
I don't know.
Yeah, him from Game of Thrones and Ting. So it's a true story set during World War II.
Right.
And it's about Polish pilots.
All right. Yeah. I think I saw something about this one.
Who had obviously fled Poland when the Nazis
Yeah, I think I saw.
invaded. Coming over here to take our jobs and our women.
Took our jobs.
Take our jobs. And so yeah, there was a squadron of these pilots in the RAF, and they did fucking amazing things.
Right.
So that's the premise of the movie.
Like
It's
loop-de-loops.
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Super duper looper.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's a true story. Okay, so they're right. It's an independent movie, obviously.
Yeah.
Right. So there are moments in the movie where they reuse footage, and it becomes very apparent, and that's what it is.
Right.
And it's a little bit off-putting.
Yeah.
If you can overlook that, and also the score at times is a little bit shit.
Right.
I can't think of another word to describe it. The score is a little bit shit at times. Not the entire way through. At times. If you can overlook that, overlook the fact that they reuse footage, it's a fucking independent movie. These things happen. They're on a limited budget. They can't use new footage every single time they're doing a new shot. Fine, fair enough. If you can overlook that, it's a bloody good film.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. I saw something about this one. I did see something about it. I ain't looked at it as in watch it wise. But I'm not really.
I don't know. You'll probably think it was like Vietnam or something.
Aren't they all? Aren't they all?
I don't know what.
All wars.
Are all wars Vietnam?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are, right.
The best ones.
Yeah.
Best soundtrack.
Better villain in World War II.
Yeah, he was a good villain, to be fair.
He was, aye.
He was no Rami Malek, but...
Yeah, so Hurricane. I would recommend everybody give it a go. It's a true story. I think it's an overlooked story, which kind of ties into what we're doing as our top 5.
Ooh.
I know. It's not my top 5. But I think it's an overlooked story, and that people should give it a go to see what the crack is.
Iwan Rihon. Ramsay Bolton. We'll just say Ramsay Bolton. Right.
So, TV. Ted Bundy Tapes.
Yeah, that was some fucked up shit.
Really, really interesting.
A lot of stuff I didn't know.
Yeah, well, I didn't know a great deal about Ted Bundy. I am really, really interested in, the serial killers of that sort of time, because there were a lot of them, because it wasn't really understood.
Yeah.
So I was aware of sort of what he did, but not the background of it and all that kind of thing. Very, very intelligent man.
Yeah, insanely intelligent. Like
he especially during the trial, he knew exactly what he was doing.
Kind of the first of his kind, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the first who became almost a household name.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very interesting. I didn't like it to start with. I don't know why. I didn't like it to start with, but I got into it, and it's bloody addictive.
I got to be honest, like I can't say that I enjoyed it all the way through. Like I just kind of watched it. Me and Lindsay were watching it together, and I was kind of like, yeah, I'm watching it. But it was interesting. There was a lot, because I do have watched a lot of things about these kind of guys, a lot of films like that, and a lot of books and stuff like that. Because I'm a wrong'un anyway, so I like to read about wrong'uns, and so I did know a fair bit about Ted Bundy, but there was a lot of stuff in there that I had no clue about. Mostly the amount of people that he killed or tried to kill and killed. There was a fuck ton.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was that many, and spread such a wide area and all that. And I
didn't know that.
That was mad.
About the area thing, I didn't know that, truth be told.
That was mad. Quite an eye opener, that one. And I loved when you had that scene when the police basically turn around we can't catch him unless he fucks up. That was mental. Mm-hmm. But then again, it was unheard of back then. They didn't really know what they were dealing with. Great. It was a good show, yeah. I quite enjoyed it. On that, though, on the whole Ted Bundy thing, slight tangent, Stephen Avery. Have you seen the news this week?
Well, is he getting a retrial?
The entire case is to be reviewed and basically retrial, yeah. Looking good for him. No, you don't think so?
I don't know. Did you watch the second series?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. The second series would certainly suggest that. I came out of the first series thinking, yeah, he did it.
Yeah, I was 100% that way.
After the second series, not so much. But then that's what it's not an even documentary.
Oh, no,
it's very
God,
much
no.
A documentary of he didn't do it, and if you think he did, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing about the second series with Catherine Zellner, the attorney, is that instead of, unlike the first series where they were telling you he was wrong, telling you that he was innocent, he's innocent, he's innocent, he's innocent, he's innocent, we don't need to tell you anything else other than he's innocent. What she was doing in the second series was he's innocent, and here's who could have done it.
Yeah.
And that...
Yeah, that was interesting.
It wasn't here's who did do it, it's here's who could have done it. Mm-hmm. So she was giving you alternatives, and that's what I liked about the second series, because the first series I was like, bullshit.
Yeah.
If you didn't fucking do it, tell me who did. Tell me who did it.
Mm-hmm.
The only way you're going to prove to me that he didn't do that is if you tell me who fucking did do it. And that's kind of what she was trying to do, but she was sort of this guy could have done it, these two guys could have done it, they could have done it.
Yeah, the first series was more focused on he didn't do it, this was bullshit, this was bullshit, this was bullshit, this was bullshit. But like you say, they didn't give any...
Well, if it's bullshit, tell me how.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't fucking want to hear you tell me it's bullshit. I want to know why it's bullshit. And the second series did a bit more of that.
Yeah.
But it's looking good for him. Retrial, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he's got a fucking hope in hell of ever getting out, because he is going to be fucking minted.
Oh, aye. That's a lawsuit and a half.
He gets out, the government is paying through the fucking arse for that guy. They ain't going to let him out. They'll
he'll do something again.
Well, yeah. Aye. They'll stick something on him that'll never get forgotten. Like, they'll fucking put him on the register or something. Like, he's getting killed anyway when he gets out. There's no way. But yeah, the Ted Bundy tapes was good. Yeah. I want to quickly talk about a TV show called Night Flyers. Did you watch it?
I have not watched it yet. No.
The new George R. Tolkien Martin movie TV show.
Tolkien Martin.
Don't bother. It's they cancelled it.
Oh.
Yeah, don't bother. I actually really was enjoying it. I haven't bothered with the last 2 episodes because they cancelled it.
Oh yeah, that was something that I saw. Punisher and Jessica Jones cancelled.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
It's not a surprise, is it?
It's going on Disney Plus. Like, those shows are going on Disney Plus, 100%.
It's a little bit. It's a bit fucking underhand, the whole thing. Like,
yeah, that's Marvel.
The way it's all happened. Yeah, it's a bit fucked up. But
like pulling their movies from Netflix, pulling their shows from Netflix. It's like, fucking get a grip of yourself.
So that's been cancelled, and that other one.
Yeah, Night Flyers, they cancelled it. It's a shame because our buddy Owen Macken, we love Owen Macken, he's up in there. I was really enjoying it. It's interesting, it's different. Yeah, like a different side to what George R. Martin can have in his brain. Mm-hmm. I was thinking, yeah, it's cool, but like I say, the news came down, they'd cancelled it, and I think I've still got 2, maybe 3 episodes left. And I was like, nah, fuck it. What's the point if it's not getting another series? There's no point. But it is what I've watched. It is actually quite decent, and it's a shame because it looks like it had legs. It could have went somewhere.
So what's that about?
It's basically like a space station set in the future. They are going to make first contact with aliens, but they need a mentalist who is able to telepathically speak to people and whatnot.
All right.
And so they have him on the ship. Things start going awry. Is it him or is it another thing?
Oh.
We don't know.
Oh.
I mean, I know because I've seen everything. But but yeah, it's kind of that. Things start happening on the ship. People start seeing things. It's kind of like an Event Horizon type deal. Not as good. Yeah, I quite enjoyed it from what I saw. It's got freaky moments. It's got quite scary moments. It's got quite gory moments. Quite ballsy moments. But yeah, I was fully like...
Lots of moments.
I was quite invested in the show, and then I read that it was cancelled. I was like, fuck that shit.
Yeah. I suppose that's how it goes. It's a bit of a shame, though.
It is a shame, because it was nice to see Owen Macken. Because we like him.
We do.
Yeah. Purely because he's been on the show, no other reason.
It's a bit harsh, no?
I liked him on Night Shift as well, so that's okay.
I'll still watch.
What have you been watching?
Right, next one. Netflix again.
Of course. Because everything's on Netflix nowadays.
I knew. Russian Doll.
My microphone has a top hat. Or one of those Russian hats. No, Beefeater hats.
Beefeater.
Yeah.
No, not Beefeater.
Russian Doll. This is the one with Orange is the New Black.
Yeah. Yeah.
I watched the first episode.
It's fucking good.
I need to go back to it.
I've finished it now. But yeah, it's a little bit... It's a bit sort of Groundhog Day, True Calling type thing. So
see, I didn't know that when I started watching it.
Right.
And then I kind of thought, well, this is a series. I don't see how this is going to work.
So I think it works very well.
Okay.
And before I get into the sort of plot of it, I can't remember what the hell her name is, but fuck it. Hold on a wee second. You can get this about. Stop that.
Mm-hmm. It's Inka Katinka Gabojna na.
What? Natasha Lyonne.
That's the one.
Yeah.
From American Pie.
Yeah. And Orange is the New Black. She is a fucking good actress.
She is a good actress, but you got that from Orange. Like, she's doing that.
But, you know, this is, like, she's the lead of the show.
Yeah.
She's carrying the show.
Yeah.
And, yeah, she is a fucking really good actress.
She's the best thing in American Pie 3 as well. The Wedding. She's great in that film.
I can't remember a great deal about American Pie 3.
Yes,
it's been a while.
been a while.
So basically, as you know, you've seen the first episode. It's like her birthday party. And well, in the first episode, she dies.
Ooh, spoilers.
That's the fucking premise of the show, you twat. And so every time she dies, she fucking goes back to the bathroom of the birthday.
Yeah.
She goes back to the bathroom of the birthday party.
She does.
And then, so the premise of the show is she's trying to find out what caused it, what happened, that she's sort of, every time she dies, she goes back to the birthday party over and over again. And so she's trying to find out what happened, what should have happened.
Yeah.
And so it's a little bit like, like I say, like True Calling, where...
Butterfly Effect,
yeah, aye. I thought it was really, really good. I was impressed as fucking about how good an actress she is.
She is a good actress, to be fair. Like, she's a great actress.
It's got the guy from Chicago Fire in it.
Oh.
Later on. You know, the one who he was a fireman, and then he had like some shit where he was all dizzy and stuff, and he became a paramedic.
Okay.
Nah, bygones. Anyway, hold on.
He was dizzy and stuff.
He was dizzy and stuff.
Oh yeah, the young black lad.
That's the one.
Yeah, the main character. Well, he was like sort of the
Charlie,
main character.
Him.
Yeah, I know you're on about now.
Him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aye. So he's in it as well. He's kind of like he is also half-deed and stuff. So they kind of team up and like they're trying to find out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a bit twisty-turny. It's got a good story about it. It's got quite a good ending, quite a satisfying ending.
So no second series?
I don't think it's necessary. I think it ended quite well.
That's rare. Oh, he's back.
Who?
Alan Partridge. He was back on TV this week.
Mm-hmm.
Any good?
It was alright. Didn't you watch it?
Nah.
No? Why?
Just not had time. I didn't actually realise he was on.
It was alright?
I will watch it,
okay.
because I love me a bit Alan Partridge. Was he awkward?
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Well, he's kind of... It's a little bit Richard Madeley.
Oh, God. Well, that's who he's based on.
Yeah.
So...
But he's kind of, he's been given his chance to come back on TV.
Right.
To replace a guy who's ill or whatever. And so he's trying his best to be upbeat and all that, and trying to make something, trying to get it to become something.
Yeah.
So there's a bit in it where he's interviewing a guy who's like in an anonymous type group.
Right.
And so they've got him in the studio, but they've got him wearing like a giraffe mask.
Nice.
And it's fucking funny.
I'll give it a watch. So, my last thing to talk about, I believe you will be talking about this too. You've watched, I think you might even be finished this. I've still got like 3 or 4 episodes to go. Is the Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
And we actually got asked on the Facebook. I put a little thing up about questions.
Yeah, I saw that. Did we get any?
One. It was Boo came forward and asked what we thought. Chris Hitchison.
Oh.
I worked with him. He was called Boo at the time. It's probably not called that now.
That's fucking ridiculous.
But it is. But it's because he looks like one of those big ghosts that was Super Mario Brothers. The big Boo ghosts. That wasn't it at all. I just made that up. But
right, okay.
It makes sense when you see him. But yeah, so Umbrella Academy, dude.
It's fucking good.
It's great.
I don't really want to talk about it because I want you to finish it.
I'm not going to talk about it. I just he asked the question what we thought of it. I am loving it. I'm not finished it yet. I think I've got 3 episodes to go. I'm absolutely loving it. It's fucking great. Again, commissioned for a second series, so I'm assuming it's left wide open.
I saw it today. Yes, it very much is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Tom Hopper.
Tom Hopper, man. Fucking great. Another Owen Mackin. He was in Leopard.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Robert Sheehan.
Just Robert Sheehan.
He's great in it. He really is great in it. Special shout out to the kid
Number
who
5.
plays number 5.
Awesome.
I said this. I messaged this to you as well while I was watching it. He's great. He really is. He's like, I believe he is actually a teenager.
Right.
Because I don't think he's not done a lot. I think he's like one of those shitty kids programs.
Yeah.
This is only like the second thing he's done.
Nice.
But watching it and his mannerisms, like the hands in the pockets and stuff, you actually get the feeling of an old guy trapped in a kid's body.
Awesome.
He
I am
really,
loving
really
him.
good.
I'm loving the show. I'm really Mary J. Blige, dude.
I know.
What the fuck? Like, I was sitting watching the show and
I actually didn't realise until about like 4 episodes in that it was her.
That was the same as me. Like, those two characters kept popping up. I was loving the characters. I thought their dynamic together is fantastic. But like, yeah, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, who the fuck is she? Like, for a while it was annoying me, and then I just let it go because she was just great anyway. And then, obviously, when you start to notice the opening credits, because the thing with Netflix is you tend to skip the intro.
Yeah.
And it was an episode where I didn't skip the intro, and Mary J. Blige's name came up, and I was like, never. No. And yeah, it's Mary J. Blige. Fuck me, Mary J. Blige. Like, get in. Like,
the only thing I would say, and this is maybe being quite picky, the only thing I would say is the old boy, the professor or whatever.
Yes.
I was constantly...
Should have been John Hurt.
Comparing him exactly to John Hurt and Hellboy.
Yeah.
I was like... yeah. Exactly.
I'm with you.
Exactly.
I did kind of think this is a poor man's John Hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this guy should be John Hurt.
Yeah.
1,000,000%. Yeah, I'm with you. Like, I thought it, like, while I was watching it, I'm like, that should be John Hurt.
Yeah.
It's a shame, but it's not. It's not.
Yeah, it's bloody good.
I'm loving it. I will finish it, and yeah,
it's I don't want to say anything about the finale because.
And did it make you change your mind at all when you realised that it was from the lead singer of My Chemical Romance?
What is
the show?
No,
the original concept, which is I believe it's a Dark Horse comic book, was written by the lead singer of My Chemical Romance.
Okay.
Which, to be fair, I didn't know that, and then when I saw that, I was kind of like, that kind of makes sense actually.
That's not the way he fucks kids, is it?
No.
What band is that?
He's not writing anything. That's Ian Watkins. He's not writing anything. Lost Prophets.
That's the one. Bygones. Okay. Right.
Yeah, but I'm loving the Umbrella Academy. I will finish it shortly. I've just not really had the time to finish it off, but I'm going to be shortly because it's great. And Robert Sheehan's just fucking insane.
Yeah.
That's a kid. That is a kid who can act.
I'm pleased that he's getting his shot now.
Yeah.
Because he kind of disappeared off the radar a little bit.
Well, he went off and did that fucking witch movie with Nicolas Cage. Awful. Last Witch Hunter or Season of the Witch?
Season of the Witch. I've seen it. Yeah, it's not good.
That'll kill your career.
Bad Samaritan, he was in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About time.
It is about time.
Yeah.
It is about time. Because he's a talented guy.
Awesome.
Yeah. So.
Is there anything else?
Right. Yeah. I'll speak about one more thing. One more TV show. We all already kind of touched on it. It is Punisher Season 2.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. I'm glad it's been axed.
I've heard a lot of this.
Here's the thing with Punisher. How
do you fuck up Punisher?
I don't know. I loved the first season of it. This was, at times, boring.
Yeah, I'm saying like I'm shocked, but I've heard a lot of people saying it.
It's such a fucking shame. Jon Bernthal is incredible in that role when it's good and it's delivering some proper bloody badass, gory action, it is good.
Right.
But we've got characters in there that don't need to be in there. We've got a subplot about a lass that he saves from a bar. The fucking opening episode is so fucking generic. Bloody saves a barmaid from a drunk guy, and he's the fucking quiet hero who bloody goes, "Is there a problem here, ma'am?" Fuck off! Fuck off! Don't give us this bullshit. It is so boring at times.
That's a shame. That really is a shame. Like I say, I've heard it a lot. It's one of the reasons I've not bothered watching it.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, I still need to finish the first series, but the main reason that I've not even entertained the second is, like, I'm hearing a lot of people just say it. And a lot of people are saying that the Jigsaw, the whole plot about the baddie is pointless. Like, they don't really meet up till nearer the end, and it's just, like, a bit fucking stupid.
Well, the big bad in it is more or less the big bad from the first series.
Right.
So the big bad in the first series is his mate.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, spoilers, Punisher kind of just tears his face up.
Yeah. Turns him into Jigsaw.
Yeah. And so most of it, he has amnesia.
Oh.
And can't remember who he is. So he's like Harry Osborn in Spidey 3. So he can't remember who he is. He can't remember that he's a bad guy.
That sucks.
He builds his own team of vets who go about bloody robbing shit.
Oh, like Universal Soldier?
No.
Oh.
Not in any way. Yeah, it's poor. It's poor, and it's such a shame for John Bernthal. He deserves better. It's like Capaldi in Doctor Who, where he deserved better.
Right. Right, okay.
And I think that John Bernthal deserved a lot better writing. Hopefully he gets another shot when the Disney Plus thing launches. I really, really do hope that he gets another shot as Punisher. He does deserve it. He is great as Punisher. As I said, when it's good. But for the most part, I'd say for a good 3/4 of the series, I was bored.
Oh, man.
And it's twat.
Yeah, that doesn't sound great.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound great.
So that's Punisher.
Well, before we move on to top 5, I last night watched the first episode of the Doom Patrol, the Titans spin-off.
All right.
Because we both, you enjoyed Titans, didn't you?
Oh.
We both love Titans. Titans has a spin-off, Doom Patrol, which it looks like is getting a full series. I'm sure it is getting a full series. And, yeah, Brendan Fraser's in it.
Who?
Brendan Fraser.
Who?
He's back. He's back.
Damn.
I mean, he's only in the first episode for a little bit and then he becomes a voice. But he's in it.
He becomes a voice.
Yeah. Alan Tudyk. I didn't realise he was going to be in it.
Fair play.
Timothy Dalton.
Bugger.
Timothy Dalton. I am quietly optimistic about that show. It looks a bit fucking mental when you get the team together.
What's it about?
You met the Doom Patrol in Titans, remember? You know when I think it was Dick ended up in the house, and the Dozen Misfits were helping him.
Yeah.
You had like the woman who was like super sexy, but then when she went to bed, she was like a fat blob thing.
Right. Okay.
You had the robot type guy.
Oh yeah.
With the fucking weird eyes and the brain.
I was just thinking of Cyborg.
It's their series. It's basically, well, yeah. Spoilers, but Cyborg's in it. But
it's not the same Cyborg as...
No.
That's fine then.
No. But it's their series now.
Right. Okay.
So it's like a bunch of misfits, kind of, they all come together for different reasons. They've formed sort of a Titans team, but they're a lot weirder than Titans. You don't really know a great deal about them yet, but I'm quietly optimistic that it's going to be another hit for the guys from Titans and Doom Patrol. And
fair enough.
DC's doing a good little job with these random TV shows, because obviously they're not part of the Arrow and all that.
Is that still going?
Arrow looks like it might be getting axed next year.
Right.
And Supergirl apparently is fully getting axed for a Superman series. Yeah. Apparently the ratings on Supergirl are so low that they're axing it, and Superman's getting a series.
Meh.
Yeah, I'm not fussed about that whole
I've not
franchise.
watched any of them.
That whole franchise
I mean,
can suck a dick.
You know what? For a while there, Supergirl was the only one that I was watching. What?
It's just, I don't know.
How dare you? Yeah, but it's about time to fucking call it a day with these. Is the Flash still going?
I think so, yeah.
Lot of shite. Is the bloody Legends of what's name still going?
Yep.
Lot of shite.
Yeah.
Yeah, bygones.
Yep. Constantine's getting a new series.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm happy about that.
And they're keeping Matt Ryan as well.
because he got fucked over royally.
He did get fucked over.
Did you watch the series?
I did, yeah. It was great.
It was a bloody good series, and it got better as it went on. Very much so. Yeah.
So how do you feel about them? Because they're rebooting it, essentially. They're going back to, like, that last series didn't happen. They're rebooting the whole thing.
Right.
But with him.
As long as he's in it. He didn't deserve what he got.
I'm happy with that. I mean, it'd be nice if they just carried on from where they left off.
Yeah, can they just do a series 2, like a soft reboot in a series 2?
They should do that, but from what I've read, it's like the rebooting.
Stupid.
Yeah. So, let's get into our top 5. Woo!
So,
do you ever wonder when Spider-Man goes to the bathroom if the toilet paper sticks to his fingers?
Do you ever wonder why Superman wears his underwear outside of his pants?
My name is Imran.
My name is Anthony.
He's the Jock.
And he's the Nerd.
And we're your hosts for the Jock and Nerd podcast, where we sometimes try to attempt to answer these questions.
This is a full spoiler podcast, and we swear a lot.
Check it out for awesome geek news, interviews, and comic book reviews. Visit jockandnerd.com. We are your superhero TV, movies, and comic book culture curators.
Boom.
Jockandnerd.com. Jock and
Nerd! Yeah, I've got, like, 12.
I've still got 20.
I've not got 12.
It'll be fine.
What is... well, first of all, this one came around because of, obviously, the Oscars. Practically every movie in the Best Picture, apart from Black Panther, was a biography movie, a true story about certain people. Obviously, you had Raimi being Freddie Mercury, you had Olivia Colman being some sort of queen. Two queens. Two queens, one. So yeah, I decided that we would do a top 5 biopics movie, and that's pretty much the premise of this top 5.
Okay.
So, would you like to go first?
Oh dear. Right. Okay. All right. I am going to go. Oh, I'll tell you what. I'm going to Hobie, my number 5.
Oh, of course you are.
Right. Both of these movies star Michael Sheen,
Ooh.
who is good.
Frost Nixon.
Yep.
Michael Sheen. Damned United.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well done. Yep.
Damned United's I forgot about that.
Damned United is a good movie.
That's a
It's
damn
hell
good
of a
movie.
Comedian in there.
He's great in that.
Frost Nixon is a fucking great movie. It's overlooked, I think, because of obviously Anthony Hopkins playing Nixon. You know, it's overlooked because of that. I think. I don't know if a lot of people will have seen Frost. Have you seen it?
I've seen it. Yeah. The one with the cheeseburger. He phones him up and he tries to order a cheeseburger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aye.
Obviously, I'm going to remember that bit. It's about cheeseburgers.
Fair enough. Aye. Yeah, Michael Sheen is a fucking amazing actor.
Of course he is.
Makes a few bad decisions. Fucking Underworld.
Incidentally, I watched another movie that I didn't talk about called Slaughterhouse Rules.
Oh, dear.
Talk about bad decisions.
Is he in that?
Yeah.
Huh.
He's in it. Simon Pegg's in it. Nick Frost's in it. It starts really good. It gets bonkers. It's sort of like a Centurions, but like a bit more edgier, and Finn Cole from Peaky Blinders.
Shit, I forgot about it.
Asa Butterfield.
I watched a Prayer Before Dawn.
The prison one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to bring it up for you.
Probably a better movie.
Aye, it's a good movie. It's pretty fucking bleak.
Does a butt rape.
Some butt rape.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm alright with that,
Some
to be
implied
honest.
butt rape. Some
implied.
Some threatened.
Do you see any butt rape?
Yes.
That's okay.
You don't see it going in or anything.
Oh, man.
But, like, you know, he's there and he's already seen everything.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Anyway, Michael Sheen.
Yeah, Michael Sheen. Hacksaw. No, that's my next one.
I guess I know your next film.
Frost Nixon and The Damned United.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good choices.
Thank you very much.
I like Frost Nixon.
Both British movies. And, yeah, you can't go wrong.
Yeah. Well, in that case, I'm going to Hobie my number 5.
I don't think you should.
Because they both star the same actor as well. And I wasn't going to do this, but now I am. So, my number 5 is, I'm just going to go with it. It is The Aviator.
I've got that on my list.
With Leo, because I fucking love The Aviator.
Yep.
And as much as Leo knocks everything out of the park, I thought he knocked The Aviator out of the park.
The Aviator is a hell of a movie.
The whole, like, the OCD thing, and, you know, when he's, like, he's in his movie theatre, and he's locked himself in.
With all the glasses of water.
Yeah, he's like, I have this glass, that's not how he talks, but this glass, and I have this glass. Like, it's great. And what's her name? Blanchett?
Kate Blanchett.
She's fucking great.
Or as
Hepburn.
Yes.
She's just so good. So good. And the other one, of course, is Wolf of Wall Street. Like, that's... Yeah. It's too...
Now, see, you could actually... I'm gonna help you out here.
Oh, you're going to throw some more at me?
I am going to give you a third Hobie.
Okay.
For your number 5. You may well have this on your list already. I don't know. But... So, with Aviator and Wolf of Wall Street, I'm going to throw Catch Me If You Can at you.
What's the connection?
Leo. You tit wank.
Yeah. See, I looked at Catch Me If You Can, but I'm not that big of a fan of Catch Me If You Can.
I thought you liked Catch Me If You Can.
I like it, but in the grand scheme of Leo films, it kind of just falls by the wayside.
Now, I disagree. Well, it does fall by the wayside, but I think it came out the same year as Titanic.
Yes, yeah.
If I'm right. And I think that was the first time that you saw Leo as an actual actor.
Yeah.
As opposed to some fucking pretty boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Catch Me If You Can. It's going to sound horrible because everybody loves him. And he is, like, everybody's favourite actor in the world. I'm just not massive on Tom Hanks. And I genuinely think, like... Yeah... Caprio.
Damn! Captain Phillips. Bygones.
In Catch Me If You Can, Leonardo DiCaprio kind of makes Tom Hanks look like his debut film. Like, Leo is that good in that movie that Tom Hanks is just not as good. He's just pants. And yeah, I think that's why I don't really rate that film that much. But Christopher Walken's good in it.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
about putting watches up his ass.
Yeah, Wolf of Wall Street. Wolf of Wall Street's fucking incredible.
I actually rewatched that the other night.
It's just an incredible movie. But The Aviator as well. The Aviator. When you talk about movies where, you know, like he won the Oscar for, what did he win it for? The Revenant. He's fucking The Revenant. Fuck me. So he wins the Oscar for The Revenant. He should have won it years ago for films like The Aviator.
Yeah.
Like, that is the perfect movie to be giving someone an Oscar for.
The film, for me, the film he should have won it for was Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, he should have got it for that as well. Yeah, he should have won it like 6 times over. But
yeah.
I mean, if we're going to do that game. But yeah, Wolf of Wall Street and The Aviator, I love both those movies, especially The Aviator. It's just fucking great. So Leo's my number 5.
Good pick. Okay. Right, well, I just said it. So,
Let me guess.
Go.
Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah.
The true story of Mel Gibson.
Fuck it, I'm actually going to Hobie it. I'm going to Hobie it with Darkest Hour.
What's the connection? War.
Vietnam. Callback.
That's funny because A, it's a callback, and B, because the Second World War was Vietnam.
Yep. Tit. Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah. You love that movie. I've still not seen it.
Still not seen it. Fuck off. Yeah, bloody hell. Andrew Garfield is amazing in it.
I'm just not ready to forgive Mel Gibson.
Is that what it is? Yeah. Yeah. Are you not happy with his comments about the Jews and stuff?
Well, it's more than that, really. It's the whole Lethal Weapon 4 thing.
Hey,
It's just a horrendous movie.
Hey. We don't slag off Lethal Weapon for
Okay, I'll take that back. I will take that back.
I'm upset now.
I need to watch it. I do need to watch it. Andrew Garfield, continue.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, so, I mean, it's an amazingly well-made movie. It's a true story. It really does, at times, make you go, holy shit, that's fucking brutal.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty sure I reviewed it on here when I watched it. There are moments where there are just poor guys being wheeled off of carried off of the battlefield with legs missing or whatever the fuck, and the camera just follows them. It leaves the cast, and it follows them for a second. And it's like this, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I really do think that Andrew Garfield should have had an award at the Oscars.
He was up for it, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Yeah. Who did Gosling? No, he didn't. It wasn't Gosling. Who did he lose it to?
I can't mind.
Was it Mahershala Ali?
No,
because that was supporting act.
I don't know.
Probably Jared Leto or something.
Bastard.
Oh, Matthew McConaughey.
Oh,
bastard. We'll just say it's always fucking him.
Yeah, fucker.
Right.
And Darkest Hour, well, I mean, it's
yeah.
Gary Oldman as Churchill.
He did win the Oscar.
He did win the Oscar.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. Gary Oldman as Winston Churchill. I don't need to say anything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you watched that either?
I've not watched that one, no. What was the other one? The one with Brian Cox? That was better.
Fuck that. Fuck that, and fuck you.
Yeah. So, my number 5.
Go.
And I genuinely believe, right here, right now, I'm going to say it. I genuinely believe this will be the only time you will ever hear me put this man on a top 5 of mine. It's Johnny Depp. He's done a few. He does like a biography movie. A
biopic?
He loves a biopic.
How much vodka have you had?
To be fair, vodka to Coke ratio was skewed.
Skewed.
It was more like 80 vodka, 20 Coke.
I see.
But that's how I roll.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I roll.
What's your...
So yeah, Johnny Depp. Only time you're ever going to hear him on my top 5.
Wait. Pirates of the Caribbean.
No. Is that a true story?
Yeah.
Is it?
Based on a ride at Disney.
Sweet. Donnie Brasco.
Yeah, Donnie Brasco's good. Yeah.
Love Donnie Brasco. Pacino, fucking everybody that's in that film. Donnie Brasco is an insanely good movie. It's even better. I've read the proper biography of Joseph Pistone, the character he plays, obviously. It's fucking mental as shit. Because he forgot who he was.
Didn't know what side he was on.
He did not know what side he was on. He was in too deep. He forgot who he was. He fully clothed it. Yeah, man, I fucking love that movie. I love that movie. Johnny Depp is someone who I give a really hard time to. Because yes, he makes his kooky movies with Tim Burton. Yes, he makes his pirate movies.
The thing is, he's become known for that now.
It's just a safe choice for him to play those roles. And I don't think Donnie Brasco was a safe choice, especially when he was as big as he was at the time, from making all these Tim Burton movies and just being that freak that sometimes ends up in Helena Bonham Carter movies. Instead, he made a true story about a guy who fucking went undercover and became a bit of a knob and tries to outact Al Pacino. And Al Pacino's like, hoo-ha! I'm a sadist! All that shit. But yeah, love Johnny Depp in that movie. I just love Donnie Brasco.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. Not 100% sure how accurate it is. But that's fine.
I couldn't tell you. It's been a while since I've seen it.
But that's fine.
What's the one he did about someone Dillinger?
John Dillinger, the
Yeah,
Public Enemy.
that's the one.
Yeah.
That was alright. It was okay.
Christian Bale's better than that.
Yeah.
Christian Bale's better
Yeah.
than that. It's not a great movie. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
Me.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
Me.
And
Right.
then, of course, he did the Hunter S. Thompson movie, The Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. He did Blow, about the drug guy. You know, he loves a biopic. He's just not great.
Pirates of the Caribbean 2.
Pirates of the Caribbean 2
Yeah.
and 3 and 4. But yeah, Donnie Brasco.
So, my next one, was it number 3?
Yes.
Yep. I'm going to hold it again.
Go for it.
I'm going to do a 3-way.
I'll let you.
Yeah. Right. So, my number 3 is Selma.
Selma.
About the freedom walkers, the freedom
with
marchers.
Dan David
marchers. Wow.
That one.
Sure, why not?
I don't know his name.
Hidden Figures.
With the 3 women.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kim
Octavia
Costner.
Spencer? She one of them?
Yes.
Taraji P. Henson?
Mm.
She one of them?
Sure, why not?
Beyonce?
No.
No.
No. Alas. Selma, Hidden Figures, and just for shits and giggles, Jackie.
What's the connection?
It's about that time, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Period piece. Women.
Bastards.
Selma
Anyway.
about women?
No.
No, shit.
There are women in it. You were fucked.
Did you see that thing on the Oscars?
Fucking fish.
Did you see that? Somebody done.
no, I didn't.
Somebody did a. It wasn't actually on the Oscars, but somebody did a sort of a pie chart spreadsheet type thing, and it was women who have speaking roles in movies that have won Oscars. Who the fuck has time for that shit?
Some arsehole university.
Like, I know #MeToo has gone mental and everybody's like really into it, and it's like a really cool fad, but like, to go as far as to make it a pie chart spreadsheet of like women who have speaking roles in movies that have won Oscars, you're just clutching at straws.
Women who have had speaking roles who have won Oscars.
Women who have had speaking roles in movies that have won Oscars.
Well, yeah, because the Oscars don't do TV, do they?
Right. I'm failing to see your point.
So
Because it's in movies.
Yeah,
Right,
in
okay.
movies.
Okay, it's my favourite movie.
Yeah.
He looked trash on the Oscars.
Who did?
Mike Myers and Dana Carvey came out. They look old as fuck.
Well-
I hope they don't make a Wayne's World 3.
I don't think they'll be doing that. They'll be making
think they
bloody
will, you know.
New Austin Powers, I guess.
I wouldn't watch that.
No.
Right, so Selma
No.
Hidden Figures.
So yeah, Selma is about the the march on Selma.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I remember the movie coming out.
Yep.
I remember the movie coming out.
So they were trying to register to vote.
Ah, right.
All right. Okay.
Who was? Selma.
So the black people of that area were trying to register to vote because
Right.
they were legally entitled to.
I was just yawning because I didn't need the history lesson.
Okay. All right. Okay. So fucking hell, Selma, Hidden Figures, and Jackie. You bloody well.
Which one was Jackie? That was Natalie Portman.
Yep.
Yeah, you liked that. I remember you
like
liked that. Yeah. My number 3 is the most recent biopic that I've seen. I put it in my top 5 of last year. Rami Malek won an Oscar. Bohemian Rhapsody. I can't talk about this film enough. I fucking love Bohemian Rhapsody. I've watched it countless times now. He is fantastic. The film is fantastic. It's about one of my favourite bands of all time, and it has the best soundtrack ever.
You too.
Don't even. Fucking U2. The most overrated band ever. So what's your number 2?
Wow. Blimey.
I don't like U2.
You don't like you two? Not a fan of Bono?
I kind of hate Bono.
Damn.
I kind of feel like I put Bono and Bob Geldof on the same level.
Oh yeah.
Like, they were on the same level of smug, arrogant prick cuntness.
Even in Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
When, it's at the end of the movie and he's there. I mean, fair play to the guy who plays him does look like an arsehole.
He does.
Even now, I'm kind of thinking,
pick up the phone and give some money, you bastards.
Fuck you.
You fucking cunt. I was just like sat there like, oh.
He said that, didn't he?
You might as well have. I read between the lines.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody, I love the movie. There's talk of a sequel.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Like, about him dying and stuff.
Well, that's the thing, because I always said, like, when I went to see it and all that, and we spoke about it, I said it ends in the perfect place. It ends at Live Aid, so we don't need to go any further, because past that is sort of like the deterioration.
Yeah.
We don't need to see that, so I hope they don't do it.
I don't know an awful lot about, like, the timeline of Freddie Mercury. Like, for example, when I was watching it, I genuinely, legit didn't realise that he brought out his own albums.
All right. No, he had his own albums.
Well, I know that now because I've seen the movie. But I didn't know that.
Right.
Going in. So I don't know a lot about the timeline. So between Live Aid and, was there an awful lot of time, or?
It wasn't a great deal of time. I think it was like 4 or 5 years.
No,
4 or 5 years.
In there.
Of him dying. Was he going to, like, Mark Fowler it? He's just going to get a job on the market selling fucking fresh fruit and veg.
Going, hey-o!
Hey-o!
Fresh tomatoes.
I'd watch that.
Yep. Fuck me.
As long as Tucker Jenkins ain't in it. That's a great Green Shell reference. Right, come on then.
Right, my number 2 is... Okay, right, my number 2... is The Imitation Game.
I'll tell you what, you are shocking me right now, but I think you're going to fail on your number 1. Imitation Game, which one was that again?
Cumberbatch, playing Alan Turing.
The thingy machine. Not the imitation machine. The Enigma thing.
Yep.
Yeah. I never saw it. I didn't watch it. I wanted to, because I like Cumberbatch, but I never watched it.
Yeah, Cumberbatch is good in it. Keira Knightley's good in it. Yeah.
They want him put on the was it the New Note? Everybody wanted him put on that.
Right.
Don't know why.
I think we should wrap this up, man. What's your number 2?
I thought I'd done my number 2. Right. My number 2 is a team movie. It's about numerous famous, well-known people. My number 2 is Straight Outta Compton. I know you're not into all that, like, rap, hip-hop
I had a
music
feeling
and
that'd
all
be
that.
on your bloody list.
I really enjoyed Straight Outta Compton, and I think the reason I enjoy it is because the Ice Cube's character is played by his son, like his actual real-life son. It gives you that little bit extra sense. But I'm really into sort of like hip-hop. I'm into the rap game in general. I'm into the story of the NWA. I liked all that, and I thought the movie, although I think very, very biased towards Dr. Dre and Ice Cube, and kind of just makes Eazy-E look like an asshole. Like, I think it's very biased, but I think they nailed it. So, yeah, Straight Outta Compton, number 2.
Okay.
I do love that film. I've watched it a few times. Have it on Blu-ray. It's great. Good soundtrack.
Nah. It's not for me.
I don't know what your beef is with rap and hip-hop. It's like the best music out there.
It's really not.
It is.
It's not.
Beyonce is practically hip-hop.
I didn't say anything about Beyonce.
But you do love Beyonce.
Who doesn't?
And you do love Jenny from the Block. She's rap.
I do.
Yeah. So what's your number 1?
Okay, my number 1, Daniel Day-Lewis movie.
Knew it.
Because why the fuck not?
Knew it.
Lincoln.
Oh. Yeah, I like Lincoln. You've had that in a few top 5s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
As honourable, I also got me Saving Mr. Banks. That's been on there for a while.
That's not Daniel Day-Lewis.
No, I'm just not.
All right.
I didn't say it was.
Okay. No, I like Lincoln.
Have you seen it?
Yes. It's got Joseph Gordon-Levitt in it.
Mm-hmm.
For all of 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm. And then?
Sally Field.
Uh-huh. And then?
Tommy Lee Jones.
Uh-huh. And then?
There's loads of people in it.
Yeah, I know.
No, I did. I really enjoyed Lincoln. I didn't think I would because, to be perfectly honest, I don't know anything about Lincoln.
It's a talky talk movie.
It is very talky talk, but I like a talky talk movie. I don't know that much about our history, let alone like American history.
Yeah.
But I did like it, and it's Daniel Day-Lewis. I mean, at one point I was going to call this like Chris's favourite top 5 Daniel Day-Lewis movies.
Ooh, that's a top 5.
Which could have easily been a top 5 biopics, because he's done a few. But, yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Well,
it's a good pick.
I thought about Gangs of New York, but because he is playing a real life character in that, but it's, for me, it's a real life character in the same way that some of the characters in JFK were real life characters, where they're kind of just a little mashed up.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And then I thought about like There Will Be Blood. I think that was a real life character.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
That's a good film.
But yeah, Lincoln. I
My
think
Left
it's an
Foot.
amazing movie.
My Left Foot.
You know what? I've never seen that one.
Shit.
Oh dear.
I watched it at school. It was shit.
I watched it at school. For PE. Sorry.
No, not for PE. Home ec. But yeah, Lincoln's a good choice. It's a good call. It's a good call. My number one, and if you know anything about me, you'll have seen this one coming a mile off. Basically, when I was on about before about how true Donnie Brasco actually is and all that, this is one that is definitely a true story, but we don't know how much of it is actually legit. My number one is Sam Rockwell, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. I love Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. I've read the book countless times. I've watched the movie countless times. George Clooney's directing debut. Who knew that George Clooney was going to make good movies? Like as a director, as an actor as well. But Sam Rockwell absolutely smashes this movie out the park. Like this was the first sense of like, this is who Sam Rockwell can be. Like, he'd done movies before, played small roles, played, reasonable roles, but this was like the first time he sort of took the main stage and embodied a character and just became Chuck Barris. And he's just fucking amazing in it. He's so good in that film. But of course, you have the whole thing, like, he said he was in the CIA. Was he actually in the CIA? We don't know. They won't confirm it. Why the fuck would they? He says it's true. They say it. It's a true story that you kind of like. Well, how much of it is true? We know that the game show host / TV producer side of things is true because he did all that shit. Was he in the CIA? I guess we'll never know.
Probably yeah. Go with yeah.
I'm going with yeah. Because it's a shame if it wasn't, because that's some fucking good storytelling. And just Rockwell, just Sam Rockwell's great in it. And you get numerous occasions where he's dancing. We know he likes to dance. So yeah, Sam Rockwell, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. Great film.
Fair enough.
Fucking great film. That was my number one from the word go.
See, my number one was Lincoln.
Yeah. I knew you'd have a Daniel Day-Lewis movie in there. Like, I wasn't sure if it would hit your number one, but I'm glad it did.
It was close with The Imitation Game. The Imitation Game was always in there as soon as you said it as well.
I kind of forget about that film.
It's Cumberbatch, man. It's fucking Cumberbatch.
I remember wanting to see it.
There's a bit towards the end because he was gay.
Yeah.
And
because they give him
they get through the war. And, so he's cracked the code and all that, and they get through the war and everything, they win the war. And then they basically say, we don't agree with your lifestyle because you're a gay.
Yeah.
And so you can either be chemically castrated, or we'll take your computer away from you. What was he called? I think he calls it Christopher. What is Bulby? No, the computer.
I'm not going to lie. a choice between my Winky or my computer, they can have the computer. Like, that's not a hard choice.
Well, even yours.
Not my Winky. It's pretty
Not much
dope.
play, if anything.
It's pretty good Winky.
Is it? Okay.
It's a good size, I've been told.
Not by Lindsay, I'm guessing.
Hey,
Yeah.
3 kids, it works.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a choice. That's an easy choice for me. Just take the computer.
All right. Okay. Right.
Unless like by computer you mean Xbox, then there's gonna have to be like I'm gonna have to get like a pie chart. There's gonna have to be some pros and cons. I'm gonna have to figure that shit out.
A pie chart.
Not a pie chart, a spreadsheet. But yeah, I guess that's top 5
That's top
biopics.
5. I think that's the episode, isn't it?
Yeah. I feel like it's done.
I think you're ready for your bed now, aren't you, buddy?
Mate, I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning, so yeah, I'm well and truly ready for my bed.
I have not.
But this has been awesome. We will be back for episode 129, and yeah,
You're damn right.
probably in about 6 months.
Nope.
No?
Nope. None of that nonsense. 3 months.
We will be back, and you will hear from us, and it's awesome, and
Stuff and things.
see you.
Boosh.
You finish off. Say like something really nice to the listeners.
No.